More choices, better choices. Get the feeling. Toyota. By UPMC, the exclusive and official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And by Geico Direct. You too could save 15% or more on car insurance. Call Geico Direct at 1-800-947-AUTO.
And here in San Jose, prior to the start of tonight's game, a special presentation from the National Hockey League to that gentleman, Mike Ricci of the San Jose Sharks, who suffered a separated shoulder last night in the game against Vancouver, celebrating his 1,000th game in the National Hockey League, the 198th player to accomplish that feat. And Jim Gregory of the league giving him something. The players also giving a gift to Mike Ricci, and now apparently the Sharks are going to give a gift to him, and so we will have a long delay here before the start of this hockey game.
Yeah, he'll get the silver stick for 1,000 games. Mike Ricci gonna have to drive me around in that all-terrain vehicle the team gave him. Spends his summers up in Peterborough, marrying a Peterborough girl, and you know, everybody asks the question, Mike Ricci, is his hair longer than the rest of his family's? Well, yes. And he cut it about 1 inch when he got married, Mike, a couple of years ago. That was all he cut it.
Well, he's got a brother named Bruno. I'd like to see Bruno. I guess Bruno doesn't have his hair as long, huh? Now, Ricci, as we mentioned, was hurt last night in Vancouver. Kyle McLaren also will be out of the lineup in a tough night and a 3-2 loss in overtime for the Sharks.
Yeah, certainly a second-degree separation there. Our UPMC injury update, and a puck right to the face of McLaren. He's still in the hospital, right in the forehead with the stitches and some concussion syndromes right now. We hope he gets back soon.
Well, with him, McLaren out of the lineup, Tom Pricing will get an opportunity to play tonight for the San Jose Sharks. And on the other end of it, with Ricci out, we'll see Mark Smith inserted into the lineup by Ron Wilson, the coach of the San Jose Sharks. For the Penguins, they'll have no changes from the other night as they get ready to go, and they would love to make it 2 in a row, Bobby.
You can't change a winning lineup.
No,
they got the recipe going for success, so they're going to get those guys in there. We'll see what happens. Greg Jamieson right now, the president and the CEO of the San Jose Sharks, talking about Mike Ricci, and boy, is he a battler, Mike. He's certainly one of those guys that is a tough player. Drafted by the Philadelphia Flyers in 1990, 4th overall. Very durable, very terrific two-way player. They touted him as a Selke Award winner a couple of years ago. They were trying to get him through on that card, but that didn't happen.
Well, Ricci was an integral part of the deal that sent Eric Lindros to the Philadelphia Flyers. Ricci going, and then included in that deal was Peter Forsberg, who ended up going from the Flyers to the Quebec Nordiques, and of course with money exchanging hands too, as the Flyers paid an exorbitant amount of money at that time, if I'm not mistaken, $10 million to the Nordiques, who then moved on to Colorado. And like a good CEO, he goes on and on and on and on.
On and on. Well, the Pens are sitting in the room trying to take off some of the rust. Well, we'll see how much rust will be in the legs. The Penguins had the day off yesterday. The Sharks had to fly back to San Jose, and they have a curfew here, Mike. You know that. They don't let them fly in after 11 o'clock. However, they get 2 exceptions throughout the year. Exemptions?
There you go. 2 exceptions, too. That would be good.
Here, you continue the story.
No.
They got in last night. They didn't have to land in Oakland.
And the exception being that they didn't have to land in Oakland.
There you go.
Very good, Bobby.
Thank
very
you very
good.
much.
Very good.
There's Doug Wilson right there, the first captain of the San Jose Sharks. He also played 1,000 games and was
and a Norris Trophy
unicorn.
winner.
Yes.
Also won the Norris Trophy while a member of the Chicago Blackhawks. Talk about a guy who could shoot the biscuit. No, that was no exception.
No, he didn't need that new, graphite or anything else. Just give me a wood. Just give me something in wood, he said. Didn't matter. Yeah, he could really rip the puck. Well, Bernie Nichols is in the building, and that's what they have down there. So Ricci's is still getting engraved, Mike.
Hey, Bobby, tell me what's going on. I mean, you went to a meeting prior to the start of this game and with some other, former Sharks?
Former Sharks, Jamie Baker and Bernie Nichols and David Maley. And 4 times a year, they offer a service to their season ticket holders. They go down, meet a question and answer type thing. We were just down there chewing the fat, having a lot of laughs. It was a lot of fun. Haven't seen Jamie Baker in a long time. And there goes Mike Ricci. We'll see him in the summer. I thought they were going to give him a golf cart. Maybe you could turn that all-terrain vehicle into a golf cart. He's an avid golfer in the off-season. And the Pens are coming out now. We get a little bit of skate. We'll drop the puck here in a couple of minutes. You folks back home. It's a late start anyway.
No, we'll be rest assured we'll make it to the Night Owl Club tonight. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And all of you want to check your watches for that time at 12 o'clock. Maybe we get some newcomers this year. Some new youngsters that might be staying up. And you know why? Because it's a Friday night. And, the folks let them stay up a little later than normal.
Oh, yeah. Might have a few kids up right now, too.
Beg for a time, a chance to get into the Night Owl Club. And we would love to have you as a member. We've had them all over the years. Guess what? The National Anthem here from San Jose.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And here from what is affectionately called the tank, the HP Pavilion now. And let's look at our starting goaltenders. Andy Chiodo getting his first NHL win against the Phoenix Coyotes. That game on Wednesday night. 1-2 on the season. 20-year-old goaltender at the other end of the rink. Calder Trophy winner. Evgeny Nabokov, 5 games above 500. Toskala, the backup, played last night against the
Canucks?
Canucks. Yes, he did. And Ryan Malone will come to center ice with 19 goals on the year, looking for the 20-goal plateau in his rookie season. There are referees Shane Heyer and Mike Lego. Brad Kovacic working the lines along with Ryan Galloway. The puck dropped and controlled by the San Jose Sharks. Scott Hannon, number 22 for San Jose. He'll step up to center, trying to guide the puck into the Penguins' end for the first time tonight. Can't do it.
He broke his stick, and he's still playing the puck. No, he dropped the shaft. Not allowed to play with a broken stick.
Watching that game last night, a number of broken sticks in critical situations, too, for San Jose last night. Here's Orpik with a puck. Slap shot off the blocker in Nabokov. Picked up by Bradley of the Penguins. He'll wheel around to the right wing corner. To the right point, Jackman shoots it to the net, and that's knocked aside by Nabokov. Penguins coming strong here in the early moment. Jackman guides it down to the corner, letting the puck go, dumbing it with Malone. Over to Konstantin Koltsov. Koltsov playing with a badly gashed neck area. After the celebration of the Penguins' win the other night, he took a skate of Ryan Malone right across the neck and a lot of stitches. So it was something we were not aware of at the time, and a very serious moment actually for him.
Let's take a look and see if we can pick up what happened last night. There's the winning goal in overtime and the celebration. Everybody's going to pile on. We'll come back to it later and see if we can pick up, maybe, possibly, where it was cut. Malone jumps in. Hard to tell. If it happened right there, Mike, or happened after the pile went down.
And here are the Sharks, former Penguin giveaway here. Morozov with the shot save. Rebound, bad, and Nabokov stops him right in front, and now penalty coming up here. After the whistle and after the play, Wayne Primo crushing Rico Fata, and Primo's going to go off.
Going to go off. A little extra whack by Rico Fata as Nabokov cradled that puck into his body. But the Penguins right now shaking off the rust. The treadmills must have been going during the celebration of Mike Ricci's 1000th game, because they have come out and they are hopping early in this hockey game. The ex-Penguin Wayne Primo will go to the box. Big penalty killer for the Sharks. Doing a great job here this season. Wayne Primo with 8 goals on the season. He had 9 in parts of 3 years for the Penguins.
Well, Jackman on the power play for the Pin. Working out here, a giveaway. Marco Sturm in the left wing corner with Patrick Marleau, and you got to keep an eye on him. Marlowe's very, very quick. See his numbers on the power play.
His power play is actually 9th on the road, and the Sharks kill first at home.
This is Morozov leading the way in. Tarstrom to the left point. We'll get down in behind the net to Alexei Morozov. He'll give the puck down to Ryan Malone. No score first period. Penguins early on with a power play chance. Turkey on the table. Jackman to the left side to Tarstrom. Wheel it over to Jackman again. Back to Alexei Morozov. What's he going to do with it? Holds it, waits, goes cross rink. Here's Kraft shooting. Nabokov with a save off his right leg. Whirl-uke around the boards. Countered by Morozov.
Now Kraft took a pass from Morozov and didn't get all the wood he wanted on that puck. He was trying to go high on Nabokov, because Nabokov had to move from his left to his right.
Jackman steers it up the right wing. Sorobi got to deflect off his stick. Nabokov, number 20, in goal for the San Jose Sharks. He'll steer it around the left side. Smith got it ahead. Breaking to the Penguins in, but it's Tarstrom stopping the play, and Brad Stewart defensively for the Sharks just left it. Jackman winds it over to Tarstrom. Rink wide delivery to the right side to Rico Fata. Pass broken up. Ekman did the job, but they can't clear. Tarstrom towards the net, trying to direct it at the same time with Fata going by the goal. Couldn't connect. Thomas Sorobi, the Penguins. Slapper, save made, rebound, right to Brad Stewart. He has the puck, and that'll be cleared by the Sharks.
I think that'll do with only 12 seconds left on the Primo penalty, but that was a good move on the point. Rico Fata getting to the net, but Rico Fata missed a golden opportunity on a redirect.
Chichu working the left wing corner. Put it behind the net. And there's Vinny Damphousse. Damphousse turns with the puck. Penalty is over. Primo comes on, goes to the bench. Damphousse, wheeling deal, coming right down the alley, but he can't control the puck. Jackman is on top of him. And Fata plays it off the window and just trickles out back to center.
Well, Vinny Damphousse, 229 straight games for the Sharks, sets a club record, surpassing Mike Ricci.
Dan Polk. And he'll go flipping on the backhand to center. San Jose and Pittsburgh. The shots are 6-0 Pens here in the early moments of period number 1. How about that? Mike Rafsky giving the puck to Chichu. He goes left wing to the open man, and it's given to Damphousse, but a weak shot. It's floated in on Kyoto when he makes his first save. That's our game plan. A lot of action, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, and here's our Dodge game plan. Start a new streak. Why not? Let's start getting in a positive flow if you're the Penguins. Start getting some W's and the Sharks hangover. Let's talk about that a little bit. You just mentioned it, Mike. 6-0 the shots. That one was off the cage of Kyoto. So the Penguins certainly taking advantage of the fact that the Sharks played last night. Got in late. A couple of injuries that we mentioned already in the hockey game. Mike Ricci out. And that's a big blow.
Anna with a shot on the net, and Kyoto reaches to make the save. A hand pass here negates the play, and they want the face-off outside of the Penguin line. The Sharks have won 5 straight here in this building, and they're 7-1-1 in the last 8 against the Penguins. Early on, when this franchise started, the Penguins completely dominated San Jose. There's Ron Wilson, and you have to give Ronnie a lot of credit. I mean, he's enjoying the rebirth there with Doug Wilson, their general manager, and done a good job here of getting this club into first place in their conference. Penguins steer it up the length of the ice, and his hand touches the puck. We get an icing call against the Penguins. Ronnie Wilson, of course, the former head coach of the Washington Capitals, no stranger to Penguins fans.
No, not at all. Ronnie Wilson doing a great job here. He's got a couple of good assistants right now. Rob Zettler took over, and you have Tim Hunter behind the bench as well. A couple ex-Sharks.
The nephew of Johnny Wilson, who was the former coach of the Pens. Left side, Stewart cranks it up. Caught the referee, 6'7", Shane Heyer.
He's a big one, isn't he? Moved
Big
from
target.
Linesman position. Now he's a referee.
Marlowe's going to turn, look with speed to the right side. Marco Sturm. Back to Marlowe, man right in front. He's stopped by Kyoto, and it bounces off his body. It's kicked in with the whistle and sound, and there'll be no goal. Sharks send their big foghorn going, but sorry, you're going to have to turn it off, boys.
Well, I think originally the puck, as Kyoto was pushed over the goal line, I'm thinking the puck's in even before we saw it go in there on the cage. Now watch how this happens, guys. A little backhand dish by Marlowe. Watch Kyoto get pushed over the goal line by Primo. You got to think at that position from the overhead that the puck is over the goal line. They're going to go upstairs right now. They're going to say the whistle was blown. Right there, I think Kyoto maybe gets us that puck and tries to move it over that goal line as he's pushed in. Listen for the whistle. And the referee can say that he attempted. You can see Shane Heyer. Remember, he's 6'7". He's got a long way to bring that whistle up there, and trying to get it into his mouth was a hard job there.
Brycey playing defense out here with the injury to Kyle McLaren. On the right side with Stewart. Behind the Penguins net. The Sharks coming on now. They try a wraparound play by Sturm. The Penguins' Rob Scuderi is going to take command of it. His pass, a good one to the right side to Morozov. Breaks into the Sharks zone. Wrist shot. A good save there by Nabokov. Oh, Morozov with a good opportunity. A blistering wrist shot from the right wing circle.
Great shot there, and here's the chance at the other end with Primo just pushing Kyoto over the goal line. You see Kyoto reach right there, Mike. He knows that puck is very close to the goal line. You see it over right now. That tells me that he took a whack at it when it was maybe over the goal line. You can't see from the overhead because his body's blocking it.
Elon Kraft of the Pens.
There's those lucky breaks that you get when you got to turn streaks around in a positive fashion. Penguins got a couple of breaks the other night.
So what you're basically telling me is that a player can go into the crease, he can hit the goaltender, and he can hit him and knock him in the net and score a goal.
Yes, and the face-off,
with no problem.
Face-off there actually should have been outside with Primo just colliding into the goaltender Kyoto. Instead, it was just to the right side.
Orpik down the boards. Ekman's going to control the puck, originally drafted by the Calgary Flames. Nils Ekman, who has really found a home here in San Jose. Out to center. Poked in to the Penguin zone. Ekman, as short as a couple of years ago, was playing in Sweden. He's come back. He made his name again with playing for Hartford in the American Hockey League. And San Jose made a trade for him. Pretty good shrewd maneuver there to get him on the lineup. Ekman has him. Ekman trying to fire it to the net. Can't do it. Kostopoulos of the Penguins. Kraft at center just shoots the puck in.
Penguins get their fourth line on the ice here. Bookberger, Eastwood, and the ex-Shark Matt Bradley. Came over in the Wayne Primo deal last year.
Primo's having his one of his best pro years ever playing for the Sharks.
Numbers are better than his brother who made the All-Star team.
And Falk is able to clear.
Keith Primo's still out with concussion type syndrome, and yeah, with that collision with Bobby Holik, and certainly wish him the best.
Davison, seasoned in the American Hockey League before being called up, and has found a solid spot on defense here for Ron Wilson, playing the left side. Buckberger with the Penguins, and along the right wing board.
Good play there by Bradley to take a hit and make a play. Sometimes you're going to get punished. There's another big hit right in front as Eastwood gets just laced in front of the Scott Thornton, right in front of the Sharks bench.
We're not surprised to see Thornton use the body. Todd Harvey on the left wing. He's another guy that will bring that physical dimension to the lineup for the Sharks. And poked in and going for it. The Penguins, oh, look at Koltsov trying to get there and avoid the icing call. We'll be back.
For a limited time, choose from not one, not two, not three, but 4 different 6-inch Subway subs made just the way you like for only $1.99. Get your choice of a 6-inch meatball, Cold Cut Trio, Veggie Delight, or Honey Mustard Ham for only $1.99 at Subway restaurants.
What makes Sebring Sedan one of the best values in America? great features like power windows and locks, remote keyless entry, 16-inch wheels, and more. And that's not all. Now with Zero Plus, you can get 0% financing plus a $2,000 cash allowance, or simply choose a $3,000 cash allowance, plus Chrysler's 770 powertrain limited warranty. Check out Sebring Sedan at your Chrysler dealer today. And now you can get into Sebring Sedan, one of the best values in America, for around $16,500 after a $3,000 cash allowance.
The V-Chip and you. Parents, you decide what's right for your family. Everything from what they eat to what they play with. So isn't it important to supervise what they watch on TV? Using the TV ratings at the start of every program in conjunction with the V-Chip found in most newer sets. You can block the programs you find unsuitable for your family. And it's so easy to use. To learn more, visit this website or call the number on your screen. You can't always be there, but with the V-Chip, you are in control.
Introducing Subway's new Atkins-friendly turkey and bacon melt wrap. With under 11 net carbs, it won't make up for those sick days you spent on the golf course, but it will help make up for your recent high-carb hijinks. Subway, good, so you don't always have to be.
Well, look at Ronnie Wilson. Freems arguing the call right now as Primo went into the goaltender, Kyoto. Shane Heyer explaining right now to Coach Ron Wilson why he deemed there no goal. And you look at the first period goals by the Sharks. They lead the National Hockey League 64, almost 65. They only have 25 against, Mike, in the first period. And that's why they're winning a lot of hockey games.
You know what numbers those are, Bobby? Those are New Jersey numbers.
How about the Penguin numbers? 25 or 39, 4, and 81 against in the first. What kind of numbers are those?
Pittsburgh.
They're watching TV in April numbers.
On to the neutral zone. Still scoreless here in the first frame. Brad Stewart. Penguins had the first 6 shots of the game. 7-3 now, Pittsburgh. And it'll be Mark Schmidt bringing the puck onto the Penguins' end. He's been in only 24 games this year. Smith has with Ricci out. He gets an opportunity to see some action here tonight.
Penguins get a break as the puck. Whoa.
Center it right in front. It comes off of Scuderi.
Big feet getting in the way again.
Dimitrakos was the guy that made that play, and back right in front of the net. He's standing there again. Primo fighting hard for it. Dimitrakos, another newcomer to this squad.
Scuderi, what a great defensive play there on Primo, Mike, and he's showing the fact that he can play just a simple game here for the Penguins. Randy Hilliard asked me about him the other day. What do you think? I think the same that you think, Randy. He's pretty solid back there.
On the National Hockey League level, to me anyway, Bobby, if you can do that and play solid hockey, smart hockey, you can play in the National Hockey League. Well, maybe more so than you can in the American Hockey League.
Right. And Mike, whose game has he made better? He's been paired primarily with Mellicar. And how good has Mellicar been the last couple of games? Before that, he wasn't playing a good brand of hockey.
Set up here for Polk and a slapper that avoided the goal.
That confidence you have. How many times you see Mellicar jumping up on the play now?
Rozov in front. Did he score? No. Nabokov finds the puck finally. He didn't know where it was for a moment. I'm still not sure he knew.
I'm still not sure either. I see the puck now behind the net. Rozov put his stick up like he thought the puck was in the net initially, and then he went behind Nabokov. He realized Nabokov had no idea where the puck. Take a look at this, folks. Look at Nabokov. Look around. Where is it? There it is. Comes off his body under his right armpit.
So much. See what happened? Rico Fata grabbed the puck and shot it. Open net. Put it over the net. Oh, Rick.
Times are tough.
Oh, they are. Open net. Wide open. Flipped it up and missed the net.
And no checker.
It wouldn't have counted.
No.
But, oh, my. He's going to have to go back to the bench and live with that. You can't even do it for fun right now. It's handed now, moving the puck over to the teal-colored teammate. These are not easy uniforms to pick up here, boy. The Sharks' home uniforms. They just blend in. Kraft in the right wing corner. Sorobi of the Penguins gets it behind the net to Tommy Kostopoulos. Alan McCauley, who I think has been one of their best additions to this club.
16 goals on the season for McCauley.
You got to build from straight down the center, and I really think that's where the Penguins will have to improve their lot. And and back on the blue line. But you need those center icemen. That's the key to your hockey club, right down the middle. They talk about it in baseball. You don't have it down the middle, you're not going to win a whole lot of games. We'll be back.
Over 8 million drivers feel really good riding with Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Get into Taco Bell for our exclusive Club Chalupa. It's Club and Chalupa style with a classic club mix of crisp bacon and marinated grilled all-white meat chicken. Topped with lettuce, tomato, and a 3-cheese blend. Then spun into our very own crispy, chewy chalupa shell. For fresh club taste worth sinking your teeth into. To get into Club Chalupa, you gotta think outside the bun.
The more you discover about the Hyundai Elantra, the more it makes sense. It's loaded with standard features like AC and power everything. Plus, only Hyundai has America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. It's $1,600 less than a Honda Civic LX when comparably equipped. In fact, the 2004 Hyundai Elantra starts at just $12,639. When your car makes this much sense, you win. For President's Day, get an Elantra with up to $2,500 cash back or 0% APR through March 1st.
It's time for a Geico Direct moment. Alexei Morozov on finally getting a win. Oh, smiling. Haven't seen those smiles in a while. Boy, it's been a long time, Mike. Thanks for a long season. You're not winning hockey games.
44 days without a win. And that's long by anybody's standards in professional hockey, particularly with 82 games. Orpik gets it on the net. Nabokov very sharp here in the first period. Keeping the Penguins off the board at the moment. Chichu drags it through to the Penguins in. Leads it back into the right wing corner.
Like you talk about additions from Macaulay. What about Chichu? Season he's having 18 goals right now.
He's there in front. Oh, Kyoto made a good save on him there from 10 feet away. Right point. Racing shoots it. It redirects and goes wide at Kyoto. Now back behind the net. Jackman of the Penguins tried to float it out. And is not 100%. He got hurt the other night, but playing through it. Scotty Thornton right to center. Orpik got a piece of him. Don Boots with a wraparound try. Kyoto very sharp again to stop him.
Yeah, paddle down on the wraparound for Kyoto.
What I really like about Kyoto, Bobby, is the fact that he doesn't give them. He's there for that second chance. He thinks ahead of the game, and he's, you know, a lot of goaltenders you'll see, young ones particularly, make the save and then they can't react fast enough. But not this young kid.
No, there's the first one right there on Chichu, high in the slot area. And there's going to be a second opportunity on a wraparound. And you see what he does with the puck here? He sees it there, and then he knocks it past the traffic. Knocks it past the stick of Vinny. I was going to say Vincent and Vinny in the same breath. Dan Foose.
Batum pulled it with him, and just offside.
Don't argue it, Rico. Don't argue it. I say that because Rico Fata argued one back in Pittsburgh about 20 days ago and found himself on the pine for the rest of the night.
He's in center now with Morozov and Matt Murley. San Jose controls the face-off.
Look at this guy skate. Patrick Marleau.
Second overall in 97. He was drafted in Pittsburgh. Joey Thornton was selected by the Boston Bruins. Earhart. Shoots it back behind the Penguin net. And Primo coming forward.
Throw him in that boat too about, you know, the reason why the Sharks are doing well this year.
Comes Murley right side, and a good wrist shot from the net there by Rico Fata, stopped by Nabokov. Rico's getting there, so that's a good sign, I think, here for him. He's getting himself in those shooting positions where he should be. It's a matter of time now. If he keeps getting there, he'll put one in.
You know why the Sharks are second in NHL in the defensive category? Look at Nabokov. Look at the saves he's making right now. We looked at those first period numbers, goals for and goals against. That's the reason.
Armstrong leads the rush back for the Penguins. That's off the leg of Rob Davidson, who put a hit on one of the Penguins. Comes back to the left point. Dick Tarnstrom sets it up. He shoots through traffic. Not sure where that hit, but it's cleared. Here's a lead pass. Smith behind the defense, going to the net. He shoots it high and wide. Tarnstrom was chasing him. Todd Harvey lifted behind the net. Kyoto just throws it in the corner. Puck's on edge. Set up. Smith, a shot. Save made. Rebound. Ryan Malone coolly gets in ahead, but a penalty coming up here. Dan Folk, interference.
Well, Mark Smith found himself wide open. A breakaway from center ice. Penguins. Tarnstrom took a shot. It was kicked out high into the slot. And a great headman pass for the Sharks. Smith had 90 feet. Got nothing but maybe a graze on the crossbar over the glove hand of Kyoto, who was way out, cutting the angle down. Way out.
Well, it gives San Jose the power play. Dimitrakos will work the point, the right side to Marco Sturm. Dimitrakos takes a slapper. That's save made by Kyoto, who rights himself, looking for the puck. Penguins Mike Eastwood trying to get to it. Right behind the net, Marlowe. Sharks captain. Back to the right point. Move it left side. Shot deflected down by Don Moose and in the net. And it's 1-0 San Jose. We'll wait and see. But Vinny Damphousse was around the goal. Brad Stewart's the man that shot the puck.
And take a look at the hand, the right hand of Joseph Mellicar here as this puck has sailed in a wrist shot. Look at Mellicar. The hand tries to knock it down, knocks it right into his own net, folks. Joe Mellicar. That's what happens. Eastwood had an easy chance to get that puck out. I'm not going to call it too easy because he didn't get it out. He was on his backhand. Instead, the puck was kept in the Penguin zone, and the Sharks made them pay. Mellicar just tried to knock that puck down. It actually may have been going wide. Kyoto did not have a chance at all there to react.
Well, Stewart will get credit for the goal. It's a power play goal by the San Jose Sharks. San Jose striking with the opening goal.
Are the bounces changing?
Dimitrakos gets an assist along with Marco Sturm, and now another penalty will be issued here, and it'll be against the Penguins. This time it's Brooks Orpik cross-checking.
And Orpik's arguing to the wrong referee right now. It's not that referee, Brooks, that called the penalty. It was Shane Heyer standing at center ice that made the call. So you're barking up the wrong tree there, and for Heyer, it's a tall tree. Take a look. That was the penalty, and look at the missed clear here. As Eastwood goes to the wall, he doesn't try to go on the backhand, Mike. He tried to turn it over on the forehand, and the puck's going to be kept in the Penguin zone. They rotate it around the top, and it's in the cage.
Dimitrakos takes the puck and slap shot towards the net area. It hit Fata. Jumps back to center. They put the same power play unit right back on here. Damphousse over to Marlowe, and who'll deal it in behind the net. Mellicar got rattled on a hard hit there by Marco Sturm, who put the elbow into it. Rob Scuderi tried to play it once. He does get it his second time to Ryan Malone, right up the alley.
Oh, man. Mike Lego. He just got pummeled by Brad Stewart in the corner. I mean, that was a great hit. Maybe the subway.
Here comes Damphousse over to the left side. And picked up here. Sturm centers it. It comes free. Dimitrakos gets the puck over. In front. Marlowe there. Can't finish it. It just got away from him. He was right there looking to set the play up, but it bounced off his stick, and the puck is moved up ice. Dimitrakos comes hurriedly to the Penguin line. Makes a lot of moves, but forgot one thing, the puck.
He did. He was going it all there in the zone.
Chichu, he makes a nice move to sidestep Bradley. But he loses the puck, too, on a poke check. The Sharks are putting on the Ritz. They're doing it without the puck. Down the boards and in the corner. Scuderi of the Penguins off the window and by everybody. Just simple play. Out of the zone it goes.
Nobody wants to try to play a puck off the glass there. Don't know what's going to happen. There's partitions in the glass here. A lot of bad bounces. That's where you have to go with it, off the window.
Boy, Primo's flying out here in this first period. Thornton going behind the net. There's any question about Primo's speed, but it's up another level right now. But the Penguins are able to drag it away. And Ryan Malone, he can change speeds very well. Gets the Sharks blue line. Turns. He's got 3 short-handers on the year and dumps it in. Smart play there by Malone.
Well, with 1-on-2 there, he realized the situation.
Killed the clock.
Yep, kill the clock, and Orpik's out.
Excellent play by the rookie. Here comes Alan McCauley. Penguins are full straight. Korolyuk. Put it in front of the net. Under Korolyuk. McCauley work together here on this line.
Say that 5 times quick.
Both with a collision, and now Tarstrom with a puck. Pass moved on to center. Ekman's the other member of this line. Koltsov to Morozov. Morozov cuts inside, turns and shoots, and Nabokov makes a good save on Morozov. An injured Shark is down.
There is a hunger for the ice. The new team cuts its teeth. Dinner is served. Welcome to the X generation. Come and cheer on the Pens and get some great prizes and collectibles. Call today and be part of the action.
Come see the Pens take on the Ducks. All fans in attendance will receive a handy Penguins athletic bag. Call 1-800-642-PENS for details.
The X generation. This year the ice will burn.
See, now aren't you glad that I wanted the heated seats in all this room?
Liz, right now it's not about that or the DVD. It's about the Hemi. Power, capability, big-time towing, end of story.
Dodge Durango, the ultimate authority in winter driving.
You can handle it from here? Thanks for the talk.
The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power. Starting under $26,600.
I got you something.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, this is nice. And here's yours. I know it's not fancy, but it's what's inside that counts. And what's inside is Labatt Blue.
Wow.
Huh?
I love it.
Break out the blue. Labatt Blue.
Awesome gift.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look at the injury here to Rob Davison as Morozov cuts to the middle. He's going to cross his feet up a little bit, Mike, and try to maybe block the shot. Stretches out and gets the follow through. A Morozov stick in the face. And let's take a look at the Subway sandwich of the game here. It's a big hit. Mike Lego takes a big hit by Brad Stewart right there. Nice job, folks. A smile by Lego, and they're off.
Well, for the second night in a row, the Sharks lose a defenseman. I don't know how serious this is going to be to Davison. And it's an inadvertent stick on him, and so
no penalty on the call.
Sharks lead 1-0. Here's Matt Murley. Throw it in front, and a shot by Morozov, who's getting hot here all of a sudden. Not hotter than that man, though. Evgeny Nabokov, another save. 2 in a row that Morozov has scored in.
No, this is a dynamite save by Nabokov, who's got to move from his right to his left, but he's not on the ice. He ends up standing up by the time he makes this save. Most goaltenders in the league go down. They're on both pads. His right knee was down. His left leg was up. He's able to stay up, take away the upper part of the net. If that's indeed where Morozov goes, what a save.
Another shot to the net. Nabokov handles neatly.
Boy, does he look sharp. He didn't get the nod last night. For good reason, I guess. They got 2 good ones here.
Roby of the Penguins. Directed around to Orpik. These are good scoring chances the Penguins have had. And when we say that, you have to understand what the Penguins have had here, particularly during this streak. If they got 2 of those a game, in most cases, it would be noteworthy. They've had at least a half a dozen. And a backhander by Schmidt as he jumped through the air all off Bobby Orr, but he missed the net.
Oh, he getting chances. He had the breakaway in there. He just couldn't get that puck. He was horizontal to the ice. Jammed himself. He ran out of territory, and there's a trip. Roby's going to go off.
So for the 3rd consecutive time, the Penguins draw another penalty, and they're shorthanded 3 consecutive times. This penalty will come at 17:41.
Well, Saturday, March 6th versus Anaheim at 7:30 p.m. Every fan receives the Penguins athletic bag. For tickets, call 412-642-PENS, 1-800-642-PENS, or log on to Ticketmaster.com and come on out. Get this good-looking bag, Mike. My strap just fell apart in my
yeah, you
one
didn't
bag.
have the first day of the trip.
Yeah, first day of the trip.
That's not a good sign.
No, that's not a good sign.
Now you're going to go get a chance to go home.
I need a new Fox bag. That's what I need.
Well, I'll ask. shall receive. Sharks are 1 for 2 on the power play. And here they come now with a 1-0 lead. Nabokov couldn't get it out. Krakos gets the puck over to Marlowe. Slide it to the right wing corner. And the Krakos makes a good play to stretch out and get the puck and keep it in. Vinny Nabokov so patient with that biscuit. Krakos with a slapper. That one might have cut the pipe or something and carried him wide of Kyoto.
This is all a result of Nabokov failing to get the puck over the blue line.
Nabokov. Right behind the net. Sturm in front. Big save there by Kyoto.
Oh, man, did he get his left shoulder on that one? Kyoto's so good at reading the pucks, Mike. He's good on his feet. He can read that puck from behind the cage out to the slot area. And right here, he's able to do that. Look at him focus. He knows exactly where the men are on the ice. And he's able to trap that rebound you talked about.
You know what, Bobby? I think you just hit it on the nose for Kyoto. He's good on his feet. I think you're exactly. That's what, you're trying to look at him and say, he is really good on his feet.
A lot of goaltenders, Mike, as this is an intentional offside, should come all the way back. I don't know how the linesman's going to call it, but no, we're going to keep it right there. But yeah, he's a little bit like Ron Tugnutt. They're more of a stand-up type goaltender. A lot of goaltenders now, you'd see them on one knee by that post. So when the puck comes out to the front of the net to the hash mark, what do? They just automatically, instinctively go on 2 pads, go down low, and that shot was right up under the crossbar.
Bradley slaps it down and into one of the benches. Where did it end up?
Well, he doesn't like the Shark bench anymore, I think. So he tried to get it right over the Penguin bench and into the Shark bench. The ex-San Jose Shark, Matt Bradley. Try to get a hold of him in the intermission and talk to him about his days as a Shark and here in Pittsburgh.
58 to go in the penalty to Sorovi. 1:16 to go in the first period. Ehrhoff with a slapper. Save made. Rebound. Loose in front. It hit the post as it was knocked back to the left of Kyoto.
Well, Bradley's got a stick. He's trying to throw it back
with his glove. Ehrhoff behind the net. Ehrhoff giving the puck to the left point. And the Sharks set it up here as Ratchie holds the left point area here. And the Penguins come in and good soccer move there by Bradley to kick it out of danger.
The Pittsburgh Spirit's still going.
Chichu and a wrister by McCauley sails over the glove hand of netminder Kyoto. Both these goaltenders have been extremely impressive here in this first period. Chichu's shot. Kyoto says no. And Eastwood over to try and field it and get it out. Can't do it. The Sharks converge. They've got the pressure on. 23 to go in the period. 5 in the penalty in front. And Eastwood's going to come away with it. And he shoots it up the length of the ice.
They're going to call it an ice. They say the man was on the ice.
And that he was. So we have 12.3 seconds to go. And this is where you have to be a little careful here. And on the face-off to really bear down and know exactly what you've got.
I think Kyoto plays to his strengths, and he has to be more of a stand-up goaltender. Once again, I go back to Ron Tugnutt. A little bit smaller in net, as is Andy Kyoto. You have to do the style and work that style that's going to take away the upper part of the net. You can't be a guy that's on your knees, a la a Kolzig or something like that, or a Patrick Lalime who's got a big, long torso. They can actually cover a lot of that net being on their knees, but Kyoto, he can't. He's got to stand up a little more, be patient with his game, and be lightning quick.
And he is that.
Yep.
And we know how lightning quick Fleury is.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. When you look at it, Penguins might have some of the quickest goaltenders in the National Hockey League. Speed-wise, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you got to stop the puck, too. That's a key thing. But you and I both watch both these goaltenders in training camp. I mean, Fleury's the quickest that I've ever seen. And this kid's not far behind him. Kyoto as far as speed. Onto the net. Kyoto turns it to the right. Time ticking down. Scuderi puts it in the corner. And the Penguins will come out of this with a 1-0 deficit, it appears, as the buzzer sounds here in San Jose. A lot of shots, a lot of action. Pretty good hockey in the first period. Enjoyable. Great goaltending, too. We played one. The scoreboard reads Sharks 1, Pens 0. Bob's back in a moment on Fox Sports Net. The center ice area here against Alan McCauley. And the puck grab here and controlled by the Sharks. Rob Davison's back on here. Being cut. picked up and worked on apparently. He'll take a little run at one of the Penguins and sends him flying. That was Ryan Malone with a stick.
Not back with a visor or anything, Mike.
Down the ice they go. Behind the net, Malone in his own end. Ekman trying to steer it in behind the cage. It does go where Hannon pitches in from the right point. Plays the puck around. San Jose. The Penguins bottled up for a moment. Davison's shot off a stick. Carry him into the far wing of the Penguins end. Orpik takes a piece of one of the Sharks. Sends him against the board. Corlew can't field it, but here's Hannon with the puck. Skating well. He's a good skater. Scott Hannon.
Yep. Koltsov, a good skater, equally good skater. Has to stay with him there. Now he's stuck deep in his zone.
A wrister from the right point by the covering forward, Ekman. Ekman goes back in front, and he's tripped and knocked out by Orpik. There'll be a penalty coming up against Brooks Orpik. Booking the call against Orpik.
Well, I talked about Koltsov having to be deep in his own zone. Koltsov is stuck low, and where does Brooks Orpik go after that? Brooks Orpik's got to go way to the point, Mike. He was actually playing left wing out there, following his defenseman way high, and he's got to come down and try to fall him to the net. By the time he gets to the net, he's behind on the play and has to hook him down.
Let me ask you a question, Bobby, and then we get a chance here. Down boost. It isn't the first time that we've seen coverage by Koltsov as a rookie and trying to know exactly what goes on in this game in the National Hockey League. And I'm just asking this question because I'm not quite sure. Do you think the style of play is that much different in Russia at times, where they don't have the same set patterns and you don't cover people? I just was curious. I mean, in that vein, in that thought.
Right. Well, I think you make a good point. I mean, the question is, are you playing man on man, or are you playing more of a zone type defense?
I mean, I don't know. And yet he did play, of course, in Wilkes-Barre, so let's be fair about it. I mean, he knows a little bit about the North American game. It's not like it's brand new to him.
If you're a left winger in that case, you want to follow that defenseman a little bit down the boards, but at some point there, you'd like to turn him over to the defenseman or the centerman down there. And Koltsov followed him behind the goal line, Mike. He was really out of position, didn't know where to go from that area. You know, he was in unfamiliar territory, to be honest with you. And Koltsov, that's one thing they're working with him on each and every day of practice. And it's tough.
Down boost. Here off, who cuts into the Penguins end. Held up there. Stick was turned around by Kostopoulos. Kostopoulos tried to belt it out. Couldn't do it. Ehrhoff in a strange position. Centers in front. A good shot. Better save by Kyoto. Right in front. Chicho had an opportunity. No, Ehrhoff made a big play from behind the net. That's pretty impressive by that big defenseman.
That was a nice play there. A little short side play. Chichu coming to the front of the cage. Moose Factory, Ontario. Jonathan Chichu. Now they have a lot of Sharks. I mean, you know, they're just playing. They're playing hard hockey, and they have 4 lines they can go with. When you look at their stars, they play under 20 minutes. 18 minutes when you're looking at Patrick Marleau. The way he skates, he can go anymore.
Corlew couldn't take the pass. Kelly Buchberger with the Penguins. Rambles through to center, finds an opening to play it deep into the Shark zone. Nabokov lazily throws it around the board. Ehrhoff on to center. And a steal here by the Penguins Eastwood, but it goes right back to the Sharks. Offsides called here against San Jose. Got some hoops coming up, right?
Yeah, join us tomorrow for the best in local high school basketball as we bring you the Whitfield Championships. Games will tip off at 4 p.m., 6:30 and 8:30 p.m. here on Fox Sports Net.
What were you talking about, being from Saskatchewan? Moose Factory?
Moose Factory, Chichu, yeah.
Here's one I love. Mark Smith from Eyebrow, Saskatchewan.
Eyebrow. I'm going to name my town Eyebrow.
That is beautiful. Eyebrow, Saskatchewan. Couldn't get any better than that. Here's Todd Harvey with a puck.
Talk about great names.
Oh, they love him in the West. Smith to the left side. Tracy takes a shot. That save is made. The rebound. Penalty is almost over here. And it is, and the shot by Hannon. That's going to be blocked with the Penguin defense. They need to take a face-off right now just to get themselves organized. They killed the penalty. Scuderi took a hard hit but made the play up the boards, and Rico Fata to Ryan Malone. His wrist shot. Hannon got a stick over. Penguins trying to change on the move, and here come the Sharks, wasting a little time from Eyebrow, Saskatchewan. Smith over to the left side. A shot by Thornton off the glove of Kyoto.
They wasted a little time. They can really skate. Their transition game, one of the best in the National Hockey League, the San Jose Sharks.
They're one of the faster teams. Karnstrom, the one one thing Doug Wilson did openly talk about, that he wanted to get his team faster. There's some people that are gone from this club too.
Reason, yeah. I know.
Owen Nolan.
Gone.
Yeah. Although Wilson didn't have anything to do with that. Ross ran to the top. Let's slap it. What did he? No one go there last year? Last year?
Yep.
All right. And he did. Here's Sturm, 2-on-1 to Primo to the net. Stopped by Kyoto. Just put his blocker at him and flicked it away.
Yeah, the key there, he didn't cheat. Don't give up the short side goal.
Ooh, good shot by Marlowe, and that's going to jump away from Kyoto. Goaltending either end of the rink has been really sharp here tonight. Fun to watch.
How about the transition game? Boy, we just talked about, next thing you know, big Primo's cruising down the left side, looking like Pete Mahovlich.
I wouldn't go that way.
I just said looking like.
Oh, okay.
Here's another 2-on-1.
Ekman with a puck. Moves in. Nice move and a shot. Right in on Kyoto. Bouncing puck, and Chichu trying to knock it in on the rebound. Penguins trying to move him out.
Well, the Sharks have picked up their game. They have picked up their game here in the second period. Shots are now 19-14. Penguins with no shots here in this second period. There's a transition game I'm talking about. Primo's going to get the pass here, and he's going to try to go short side on the goaltender, Kyoto. And you see why he goes short side and doesn't pass it? Because the defenseman, Dan Folk, lays down horizontal on the ice. That takes away the pass. Right away, the goaltender knows, I have to stand up and square on the shooter, Primo. And I give Primo a little bit of credit. He didn't try to force the pass. Give me another penalty here off the face-off.
It's coming up against. The Penguins touch the puck.
Stamfus for roughing right off the face-off on Rico Fata.
But I think it hit a Sharks player on that far side is why the call.
These are the two face-off combatants, and they drop the puck. Stamfus is going to try to go to the cage, and he turns around. As Rico's got a hold of him, Mike, he turns around and gives him a punch right in the nose. And you look at the two guys in the center circle right here, folks, and let's see. Stamfus wins the face-off. Then he's going to try to go to the net. It's the centerman Fata's job to take him out. He grabs him, and the punch right there.
Roughing call. The Penguins get their second power play opportunity of the game. And Orpik's going to lead the rush up. A little different look. Orpik starting on the power play. Nabokov.
Nabokov, got to be careful there, Mike. That puck was awfully high on that glass. It looks a little short to me. Nabokov threw it off there. You don't want to put him 5-on-3.
Jackman sitting on the bench ready to come on, and here's Orpik off. Chopped into the San Jose zone. Corlia. Quickly to the Penguins end, short-handed. Sails off the glass. Sharks everywhere in this penalty kill, really pressing the Penguins in the Pittsburgh zone. Koryuk's going to play here, and Jackman's pass. It'll be a two-line pass or not?
No, he waved it off.
Waved it off.
It would have been, but the skate was just dragging on that red line. Boy, they're playing to their strengths. I really like the way they have this team operating. If you got good skaters, let them go out there and skate on the penalty kill.
With the puck, Rico Fata. Fata trying to be patient here. On a power play, the Penguins trying to tie it. Karnstrom cranks it up. That save by Nabokov who made it look easy. Oh, Karnstrom got the puck. Jackman over to Sorobi. Back in front of the net. And taken by the Sharks. Big time play there by Hannon, but it caught somebody on one of the benches going up the ice. And that stops the play. Oh, Scotty Hannon doing a good job of backhanding that puck out of the zone.
Scott Hannon, Brad Stewart. Very mobile defenseman here for the Sharks, and as a defenseman killing the penalty, you do not want to get yourself tied up in front of the net with the opposition forward, so they're able to get to pucks, loose pucks in the corner, off rebounds very quickly, Mike, very quickly. Watch them take away the lanes and stuff like that. These guys are so mobile. You know, don't restrict the talent that these individuals have, and they have not done that here in San Jose. Look at that play by Nabokov. What a play that was. Brought all the traffic to the boards. It looked like he was going to go up the wall. He went right up the middle.
Scored a goal. Up did, and here's Karnstrom blasting the puck in.
May not be allowed to do that next year.
Down the ice it goes, in behind the net. Kyoto takes the puck. Scuderi's pass onto the Sharks blue line, and Hannon. Penguins failing to score in this power play opportunity. 1-0 San Jose. We're in the second period. Here's Vinny Damphousse. Puck actually was off net. We'll be back in just a moment.
Sometimes deliciously new is surprisingly familiar. Introducing Wendy's Honey Mustard Barbecue Bacon Cheeseburger and Chicken Sandwich. A warm, enticing sauce created from two favorites, smoky barbecue and sweet honey mustard. With natural cheddar and bacon on Wendy's new even tastier whole chicken breast fillet. Or a hot and juicy hamburger. Wendy's Honey Mustard Barbecue Combos. Two deliciously new sandwiches you just don't want to miss. Wendy's, it's better here. And remember, you can eat great even late.
See, now aren't you glad that I wanted the heated seats in all this room?
Liz, right now it's not about that or the DVD. It's about the Hemi. Power, capability, big-time towing, end of story.
Dodge Durango, the ultimate authority in winter driving.
Think you can handle it from here?
Thanks for the talk. The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power. Starting under $26,600.
I got you something.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, this is nice. And here's yours. I know it's not fancy, but it's what's inside that counts. And what's inside is Labatt Blue.
Wow.
Huh?
I love it.
Break out the blue. Labatt Blue.
Awesome gift.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they say your best penalty killer has to be your goaltender. And watch Nabokov here stop the puck behind the cage. Is he going to go up the wall? No. How about up the middle there? Wide open. Nice play by Nabokov, the goaltender.
Damphousse waved out. Scotty Thornton on against Eastwood. Penguin center iceman winning the face-off. Jackman. Here's it to Orpik, his partner, and up the ice it goes. A little different look here for the Penguins. On the defensive end of it, see Jackman now out here with Orpik, although Karstman played on the power play. Jackman maybe played half of it. Here's Nabokov. Guess what he's doing?
He's tickling the twine.
Scoring a goal.
How about that? Hey, why not? Get into the act. You know what, though? As a player, Mike, you're not that happy if you don't have any goals. You know, some guys that don't score goals in this game, and then all of a sudden the goaltender scores a goal. You know how that makes you feel? It doesn't make you feel very good. You know? Tommy Barrasso, you know, he gets 2-3 assists in one game, and you're struggling around. Kelly Bookberry, he wouldn't be too happy if Kyoto scored, would he?
Probably not.
He'd be chasing that puck and hoping he could get it before it got to the goal line. I touched it, I swear.
Here's Jackman with a biscuit. On the play now to Alexei Morozov. Start in and out. The referee, Mike Lego, and the Sharks now start the motor on the counterattack. 8 minutes into period number 2. 1-0 San Jose. The only goal by defenseman Brad Stewart on a power play in the first period. This is Rico Fata. Fata connecting to the left wing to Matt Murley. Find Morozov, who circles around. Folks there. Dangerous little pass there, but Penguins were able to get it towards that left wing corner.
And he passed high in the offensive zone. With this quick team, this combination of forwards on the ice, look out.
Worley gets it onto the net and gloved by Chiodo. He elects to hold on to it for another face-off.
Talk about face-offs here, and Eastwood sticks on the top of the screen. Watch him cheat. Get it in there. He's in the circle already, and then the puck is dropped, Mike. And that is Mike Eastwood cheating on the face-off. Won that successfully. That face-off to the right of Kyoto. Yeah, to cheat to win. Some instances.
Rainbow was able to win that face-off. It actually comes to center. Penguins accomplish what they want to do, and that's get the puck out of their own end.
See Nabokov play that puck high off the edge of the boards there, Mike. And a goaltender can high stick the puck. He's the only player on the ice that can high stick the puck with a stick.
Marleau to Primo onto the net when Kyoto reaches the stick out and makes the save on Wayne Primo. Softly into the corner to Patrick Marleau. Marleau to Mike Ratchey. Ratchey, he's changed numbers about 6 times, hasn't he, in his career? He hasn't always been number 2. Has he? Ratchey? I don't think so.
Yeah, I believe he has been.
Has he?
Yes. Yeah, I played with him. I think he's always been 2, but I could be wrong. Don't miss a high-stakes poker series. I wouldn't bet on what I just said, Mikey. That's keeping Europe up late at night. It's late night poker, weeknights at 10:30 p.m. on Fox Sports Net. I was thinking he was another number, a double-digit number, like 25 or 40. 40. He was number 40.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Might have got a little help on that.
It's all right. You can get help all you want. The old dog, that dog in the back of the brain had it.
I need help when I'm going against you, the wily old veteran.
Right.
I need a little bit of help.
Here's Marby shooting the puck in. Kraft trying to find it. Here's the outlet delivery over to Tommy Kostopoulos. Has been a quiet soul tonight. Puck shot off the net. Kraft trying to get to it. Kostopoulos will. Right back to Sorobi. Hannon cut him off. Another good solid play by Hannon to force Sorobi off the puck.
Flat out skating. He's so mobile.
He sure can. And on to the net. Nabokov handles it there. We'll be back.
It's all new from Toyota. A full-size 4-door with room for a family of 5. It's Toyota's all-new Big Rig. The Tundra Double Cab, featuring all of Tundra's best. A smooth, quiet ride. The strength of I-Force V8 power, built to last quality. And now Tundra is longer, wider, and taller to give you full-size 4-door convenience and comfort. Need a powerful truck and a refined SUV? Now you can get both on one set of wheels. Tundra Double Cab, only at your Toyota dealer.
Mr. Thompson, after hearing the evidence and listening to your testimony, this committee finds you guilty of obstruction of justice, embezzlement of company funds, and questionable accounting practices. Well, there appears to be some good news.
Yes, sir.
Well, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Thanks very much.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's the President's Celebration event at your Chrysler dealer. A time to honor America's great leaders with America's best values. Now with 0 Plus, get 0% APR financing plus $3,000 combined cash allowances on Town & Country or up to $2,750 on PT Cruiser. Plus, add an additional $500 presidential cash bonus on both these vehicles for a total of up to $3,500. Plus, get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. This President's Celebration event ends March 1st, so hurry to your Chrysler dealer today.
Well, there's a look at my old centerman, Jamie Baker, an ex-Shark, up in the owner's box.
You know what he was famous for, to me?
What was he famous for?
He was one of the few players that wore the number 13.
Yes, he did.
Before it became fashionable among the Russians.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly right.
Thank you.
Once led the Ottawa Senators in scoring.
Numbers are rolls off to Orpik.
Very funny man. Race for the puck.
As funny as you, Bobby.
Pretty close. Uh-oh, Mikey, he take it.
Watch this play. Number 12! Number 12!
Oh, look at the patience. Look at the patience I have with
you learned it all with Mario, that's why. You never would have done that early in the career. You'd have shot it twice. You'd have shot it twice by then.
You could
early on.
learn, you go along if you're not learning.
Well, you learn. You learn from the master.
Yeah, that's right. Probably with the master. In 13 games versus the Sharks, you know how many points 66 had?
122.
Yeah, it's pretty close. 47 points in 13 games. We were up at the old Cow Palace. He had an 8-point night one night, and Kevin Stevens didn't have any points and was a -1. Boy, was he upset.
That was hilarious.
Oh, that was the funniest,
one
of the funniest nights I've ever seen Kevin. And Kevin's a funny man, let's face it. He could not believe it. He was just shaking his head like he had seen a ghost.
And Bradley to Eastwood, a good shot. Nabokov cut him off.
Did he make? Oh man, that was a hard one-time blast right between the hash marks. Nabokov lightning quick with the right pad.
Just checked his stick to see if it was all right. Nabokov did.
So evidently it hit the stick. Flashed the stick out there. and his timing was impeccable.
Warwick behind the net.
You got a good defense point here, Mike. We're a little close to the ice, and you really get a feel for how quick those shots come to those goaltenders, and really get a, you know, that appreciation level, goes up a little bit.
Bouncing puck grabbed here by Kraft and on to Scuderi. We'll throw it in behind Nabokov. Turns his body neatly and shields it. On to Rafty. And the Sharks get out of their own end very neatly. Alan McCauley got the puck. The making of Mike Rafty, and it has been an ongoing thing, and now many feel that he is a solid National Hockey Leaguer on that blue line, but it wasn't always that easy for him, and he played in the lean years here too, boy. He did. They do have any success along the way. He's going to be a guy to really appreciate it. Hard blast there.
151 points now. He's been around for a long while. Marcus Ragnarsson, the player he was paired with, 153 points, the defensive all-time record in terms of points here for Shark defenseman.
Korolyuk zigzags in. Now over to Marlowe, and he pulls the trigger and shoots and scores. Patrick Marlowe from 25, and it's 2-0 San Jose. That's just a bullet shot.
Well, not just a bullet shot, and it was, don't get me wrong, but what about the quick release? And he got that puck on his stick, and he snapped it so quickly, he targets him as a screen. You want to know why this guy's leading this hockey club right now? Patrick Marleau. Boy, did he get that puck off quick. Just, boom, snapped it. Possibly caught the goaltender, Kyoto, leaning just a little bit to his right to look around his defenseman. And the puck went to Kyoto's left off the goalpost. Perfect shot. Well, this period has been all Sharks, really. One big save by Nabokov, but the Sharks have turned it up just a little bit here in the second frame.
So the Sharks have a 2-0 lead now. Marco Sturm right back behind the net. Goes over to Wayne Primo.
Careful here now, Mike.
Yeah.
Penguins got to get the next one.
Taking forward, it'll be Marlowe. Those of you that are with us right now on our telecast have officially joined the Night Owl Club here from San Jose. The Sharks have just scored. The stroke of midnight. And that is Kyoto with a save on a screenshot there.
It's time for our Chrysler drive of the game. Let's look at this play in front of the net. For your luck, to Marlowe. Snap off the goalpost. You see Kyoto on the top of the crease, but no match for that shot. 27 on the season.
Korolyuk and Ehrhoff assisting on the goal. They get the helpers, and it's 2-0 San Jose. And Dimitrakos puts it into the Penguins' end, but an offside call against the Sharks.
Number 13, Todd Harvey offside. We talked about him coming up in the Michigan area. He really is a hard-nosed kid. There's a lot of tough hockey. Played in Dallas for the Stars. Do whatever it takes. And he came and played some pretty good hockey, and they found that Matt Bradley was expendable, and they made that trade. And got Wayne Primo, who's been tremendous as a checking centerman here, and putting up some numbers as well.
Here at center, the Sharks regain possession. Dimitrakos looks now, and he shoots the puck. I think it got away from him. He didn't get good wood to it. Missed the net. Ryan Malone. He's had a tough time getting it going tonight, but he has the puck now. His wrister, Nabokov, stopped him, and he jumps right over him as Malone approached the net.
It's the President's Celebration event at your Jeep dealer, where for a limited time, we're offering special savings to mark the holiday. Starting with 0% financing for 48 months, plus a $2,000 cash allowance on the entire Jeep vehicle line. And now on Jeep Liberty, add an additional $500 presidential bonus for a total of $2,500. And here's another big plus, our 770 powertrain limited warranty. But this President's Celebration event ends March 1st, so hurry to your Jeep dealer today.
Excuse me! Excuse me! I think you've made a mistake. The price you've charged me is way more than the price you've advertised.
Where do you think you are? Flynn's Tire.
At Flynn's Tire, the price we advertise is the price you pay. We call it the entire price. Most tire dealers lure you in with low pricing, then confuse you with add-ons. At Flynn's, we keep it simple. One price, no add-ons.
The greatest thing I see when I look from you to me is the beauty of it all. That however big or small, it's the differences that make life interesting.
Try McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwich and you'll taste the difference. Right now, get 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches or 2 supersize orders of fries for only $3. Mix it or match it, 2 for $3.
McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Let's take a look at tonight's Labatt on the blue line. Jackman's numbers as a member of the Penguins, and his other numbers there with the Leafs, putting up some good totals with Pittsburgh, and his first career overtime game-winning goal the other night. There's going to be another penalty here, Mike, right off the face-off again. This one's going to go to the Penguins.
The Pens must gain possession right now. They have it. Chichu throwing back, and Koltsov does touch the puck. Tripping the call against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penalty number 5 on the night.
Yep, and let's give the Sharks credit. They got the face-off where in the offensive zone. They could have easily given the puck up in their zone, but why do that? Why not start with the puck down in the offensive zone? And we'll see if that translates to something positive for their power play here with 5:30 left in the second. They already hold a 2-goal margin.
Well, you almost get that feeling, Bobby, that it's imperative the Penguins kill this penalty. But if they get a 3-0 lead, I think it's going to be awfully tough to beat Nabokov for 4 to win the game.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Stewart on the left side towards the net. That caught the side of the cage off the twine.
Interference there. Damphousse on Jackman. No call.
Damphousse in front. Last second chance by Sturm, but he couldn't finish it.
Just a wide open cage Sturm did. What a feed by Damphousse.
Damphousse in around the net. Flicked that by Kyoto. Behind the net, Sturm. Around to the right point. Stewart to the left side. He had the opening goal for San Jose. Using that backboard. Down to the right point area. And we're going to get a stop and play. You know, Bobby, with a new rule or old rule implement, I'm just thinking of this now. If they go to 10 feet behind the net instead of 13, where you see a lot of players over the last few years using the boards to use it as a cushion to come back out in front or make a play to carry them across and back, you're not going to have that space in there. Might make it a little bit more difficult for players to make that play.
It's really going to be interesting to see what happens there and how that will affect the offensive flow in some of the different plays. Remember, the boards will be closer to the net, so you know, some of those defensemen, if they have a man in their lane, they might actually try to carry them off the back wall. In some buildings, you may see them actually doctor up their boards back there, Mike. Believe me, oh, it doesn't happen? Yeah, right.
And a hook slowed down one of the Sharks, allowing the Penguins to get after it. Here comes Eastwood with a chance shorthanded, but he's way wide. Turns around, backing in front. Oh, the Penguins hit the post as Buckberger had the chance of a lifetime there, but he couldn't quite get it in.
Oh, man, he hit the side of the twine, the wrong side of it.
Marco Sturm hurriedly comes in. I don't know if Bucky will get a better chance here than he had there.
Give Bucky a ton of credit. Where did he come from? Boy, I-79.
With it, Brad Stewart.
Looked like Eastwood was all alone with the defenseman. And Buckberger was flying.
And Vitrakos turns the puck. Down low in the left wing circle. Back to Stewart. A slapper. Save made. Rebound. Buckberger gets it out of danger. 14 to go in the penalty. Nabokov comes out. He knows the Penguins are changing with a long way to go. Orlov pressuring Dan Pope. Alan McCauley over to join the parade. Number 10 for the San Jose Sharks. And Pope now wristing around the boards. Kostopoulos hits the ice. The Penguins back to full strength. PK after the puck as he went quickly to his own end with the puck in there.
It's always tough when a man comes on. What do I play? Left wing, center, right wing. You got to be aware of who's playing what position.
Chichu. Half-hearted attempt there as it got the heel of his stick.
Chichu took out the man going to the front of the net there. The Shark could have been called for interference. But you know what? He was going through that blue painted area.
Aronofsky could have directed to the left wing corner where the Penguins in. Under 3 minutes to go in period number 2. Looking for a little late second period magic. They got it the other night in Phoenix. And went on to win the hockey game.
Well, they almost Got a short-handed marker right there. Bookberger that close. That close. Billy Bookberger with the puck there. He's the man that dishes it up. Then he's going to beat everybody to the front of the net after Eastwood spins around here. Watch this. He just hits the side of the cage there to the right of Nabokov. That close and yet that far.
He had it.
Had the right idea. That would have been a momentum change right there.
With the puck, goes up, leans in, and Murley helps the call. Matt Murley of the Penguins digging for it. Back to Morozov. They'll crisscross in behind the net, and the Sharks reach in and take the puck. Actually trying to get the legs going, does hit center and shoots the puck in. Scott Thornton. Gave it right to Brooks Orpik. Orpik's pass to Kraft. Onto the left wing side to Murley. Lets it go, and the Penguins will change on the move. San Jose having played last night in Vancouver.
They lost in overtime 3-2. A little decimated, a couple of injuries, but a good strong showing here in the second period. Their goaltender did not play, Mike, and that certainly has been a plus for them because he's been sharp.
Landon Wilson. Called his name too much.
No, we only got a couple of minutes of ice in the first period. Hasn't played in a couple of weeks. And just creep into it and get his form back, his game shape.
Start off the glass. Puck back to the neutral zone. And with it, Rico Vata. Can't get the puck to Koltsov. 1:05 left here in the second period. 2-0 San Jose. So you're hoping to have that happy human up with you in the second intermission.
Yeah, we're hoping to get Jamie Baker up here, but he's having a good time in the box. You never know.
Petrakos comes around, put it right in front of the net. Right by everybody.
He's right over my shoulder right now.
There you go.
The happy human.
Wrister off Kyoto, and it bounces here to the near wing, and taking the slammed up the ice, and collision here between the Penguins. Landon Wilson.
And Joe Melikar jumps into the aid of Landon Wilson. It's a case of taking a hit to make a play there on the wall, Mike. Landon Wilson doing that. You know you're going to get crushed.
Dimitrakos and Wilson with the two combatants. A little bit difference in size there.
Let's take a look at the hit and the play made by Landon Wilson. He takes a look over there, his left shoulder. He knows he's going to get crushed. He's taking exception to that stick up a little high around his neck, Mike. Nobody minds getting a clean hit, but you know, the Penguins are now offering $20 F-level seats available for the rest of the season. The next home game is Tuesday, March 2nd versus the New York Islanders at 7:30 p.m. For tickets, call 412-642-PENS or 1-800-642-PENS or log on to Ticketmaster.com.
I just want you to know something, James. You're held up to high expectations here because he said you're a funny human and you're going to have to battle with the likes of Kevin Stevens and others. So yeah, you are. You're going to be on the spot. Just worry, you know, this guy puts a lot of pressure on you. So hang in there in the second intermission.
Did you know the Penguins just got a shot on net?
Yes, I did, but I was still laughing too hard
Do you have eyes behind your head? You're like Lemieux.
Yeah.
Well, Bakes.
That's okay.
He had some good eyes.
All right.
See that stuff that we just saw on the boards there between Landon Wilson? Bakes would have been right in the middle of that. And he would have been starting it and finishing it. Or Ice had to come in there and bail him out.
As usual.
One of the two. But he'd bail me out too. The Penguins, they called a timeout here, Mike.
No, I don't think they did, Bobby. I think they might be having trouble with the clock here. And let's see. Let me just double check here. 4 seconds went off on the penalty clock. It should be right there.
Bang on.
Whatever it is, they've got it solved. They're ready to go. Mike Ricci on the scoreboard, looking like Alice Cooper there, a young Alice. All right, it'll be Marlowe here on the face-off against Rico Vata. 4 on 4. We've got penalties coincidental.
Still
have a problem
with the clock. Yep.
No. And I'm trying to figure out as I look at the clock here, we had 4 seconds tick off. At 19:39, so 29. I must be missing a second here.
Missing a second, Mike? You putting your math skills to work right now?
Yeah. It would have been 29. And I can't give you the exact number because I wrote 1931, so. We got a second missing.
Now what the heck? We're playing 4-4 anyways.
So it should be
Does it
20
matter?
at this point as we look at it, 25-7, or they've got to take a second off the penalty on each side. And I'm not sure which way the problem is. So what they'll do is either hold the clock one way or the other on one of them. And I can't watch that. It's going to be your job, Bobby, or Jamie.
Job.
Here's a drop of the puck. And
Oh yeah, they held the penalty clock.
Marco Sturm coming off. And that's up off the boards, and it's grabbed here by Morozov. Morozov hits the San Jose zone. Will come in, and it's turned around by Marlowe. And he's lost his helmet, so has Morozov. But Tarstrom back to dish it off to Rico Pata.
He looks like Mike Ricci out there. Oh, he's got the mullet going on.
You used to see the soccer game when all the long hair is playing. It's beautiful to watch prior to the game. All right, it's 2-0 San Jose, but Bob Arie will be back with one of hockey's funniest humans. That's all to us in a moment. We'll be back.
The Hyundai Sonata makes more sense than ever. Once again ranked most appealing entry midsize car by J.D. Power and Associates. It's $3,700 less than a Toyota Camry LE when comparably equipped. And only Hyundai has America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. Test drive the 2004 Hyundai Sonata starting at just $15,839. When your car makes this much sense, you win. For President's Day, get a Sonata with up to $2,500 cash back or 0% APR through March 1st.
Get into Taco Bell for our exclusive Club Chalupa. It's Club and Chalupa style with a classic club mix of crisp bacon and marinated grilled all-white meat chicken. Topped with lettuce, tomato, and a 3-cheese blend. Then spun into our very own crispy, chewy Chalupa shell. For fresh club taste worth sinking your teeth into. To get into Club Chalupa, you gotta think outside the bun.
Televised poker is for real. It's taken America by storm. Now, the poker series that all of Europe is talking about comes to the U.S. Introducing Late Night Poker, featuring the top players from around the globe each and every night.
This is getting personal.
It's television's only nightly poker series, and it's only on Fox Sports Net.
Where Pittsburgh fans come first.
Fox Sports Net.
Roy Williams and the Heels face a must-win in the hostile ground of bitter rival NC State. And Duke gears up for the big dance against a dangerous Florida State team looking for a major upset.
Oh my goodness!
ACC Sunday Night Hoops on Fox Sports Net.
Guys.
Totally NASCAR, the only source that puts the racing fan in tune with what's happening on and around the track. With expert analysis, racing insights, and the latest reports from the winner's circle, your all-access pass to everything that is NASCAR. Totally NASCAR. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Where Pittsburgh fans come first.
Fox Sports Net.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
X-Generation Hockey with the Pittsburgh Penguins on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by your Western Pennsylvania Jeep dealers. Only in a Jeep.
Let's not push the envelope now.
I'm back here in the second intermission with my ex-line mate, ex-teammate Jamie Baker, number 13 for the San Jose Sharks, holder of Bakes, what I would say, the biggest goal in Shark history. And here it is right here, folks. Game 7. Puck up the wall, and Jamie Baker fires it to the open cage. I'm standing right there, and boy, Bakes, how good did you feel after that puck went in that net right there?
I felt awesome, obviously, but I got to tell you, and I tell people this all the time, Bobby, is when you look at when we were celebrating right after the goal, here's a guy that's won the Stanley Cup before. You came in and said, guys, 6.5 minutes, back to work. And I'm coaching down at ASU right now, the men's club team there. We're going to nationals next week, and I talked to him about this a week ago. Said, listen, guys, back to work, and it all comes from you, the captain.
You know, they're a club team. Penn State's a club team. You talk about them and that hockey. That's pretty good hockey, is it not?
It's excellent hockey. It's guys that, you know, maybe didn't go Division I, but they want to go get an education, want to keep playing hockey. Are some of them going to go pro? Yeah, maybe, but first and foremost, it's teaching kids about life skills, people first in our program. We're doing skill development, having fun. It's been a great experience.
What brings you to town now, Bakes?
We have a charity tournament here today, the Fireman Police hockey tournament, so I was out there. I got ran out there today. Can't get away from it. And of course, you're in town. You didn't call me in Pittsburgh, so I'm going to hunt you down.
Here we go.
You don't call me in Pittsburgh, I'm going to find you. I told you that. You can run, but you can't hide, Bobby.
Well, there you have it, folks, and it's great to see Jamie Baker, certainly one of the all-time best Sharks and funniest as well. Hey, stay tuned. We're going to have a great third period. You're watching Penguin Hockey on Fox Sports Net.
If you missed Pittsburgh Sports Tonight last week, here's what you missed. Panthers shut down the Yukon Huskies.
I think we improved in a lot of areas.
The Panthers just played their biggest game of the season.
The addition of Alex Rodriguez to the Yankees, which is about the same thing as Pam Anderson getting an extra implant, has thrown me off the edge of the cliff.
We've gone over this 100 times.
You can't give up 5 goals on specialty teams and win a game.
You know what happens at Penguins fantasy camp? Yeah, they win.
Pittsburgh kid will reportedly meet Floyd Mayweather Jr. Joe Paterno's staff will have a different look next season.
Ryan Malone has scored 8 goals in 13 games.
I think I'm just getting more confident.
Do you think you can ask people, well, wait one more year, these guys we're talking about are eventually going to get here?
No, I don't think you can ask, and I don't think all of a sudden collectively the city of Pittsburgh says we're not coming to a game or we are coming to a game. The best way we can get people back into the ballpark is to win.
Don't miss it again. Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, every night at 10.
Hurry to the Dodge President Celebration event. You only have till March 1st to grab 0+ on Dodge Caravan. That's 0% financing plus a $3,000 cash allowance. Plus, get an additional $500 President Celebration bonus for a total of up to $3,500 in cash allowances. You'll even get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. So hop into America's best-selling minivan with deals that would make our forefathers proud. Hurry to your Dodge dealer because the Dodge President Celebration event ends March 1st.
I got you something.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, this is nice. And here's yours. I know it's not fancy, but it's what's inside that counts. And what's inside is Labatt Blue.
Wow.
Huh?
I love it.
Break out the blue. Labatt Blue.
Awesome gift.
Oh, yeah.
Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
This ain't your granddaddy's sports show.
Still the only nightly newscast dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
Play ball.
Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, after the game.
For the latest on Pitt, check out Panthers Weekly, presented by the Barrel family of dealerships. Panthers Weekly is on the scene and gets up close with Pitt's athletes and coaches. Get the inside story on all the sports at Pitt. Wednesdays on Fox Sports Net.
I'm Brent Stover in Bradenton. Back to San Jose for more hockey in a moment. But first, this Pittsburgh Sports Tonight intermission update. 31-year-old Chris Singleton has spent his entire career in the American League. But this year he comes from Oakland to Pittsburgh, where he hopes to compete for one of the starting jobs in the outfield. He's a guy with some speed. 3 times in his career, he's stolen 20 or more bases.
Last year in Oakland, just not a big running team. we didn't see a whole lot of opportunities to steal bases there. So, you know, that part of your game gets shut down, and you know, it's, you know, when you're not used to doing it for a while, it's easy to not do it. But here, from what I understand, you know, especially being National League, and I think with Lloyd, the way that he runs the team, that speed and aggressiveness on the bases is something that you want to utilize.
And we'll have more on Singleton coming up after the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight. But back to San Jose after this.
There is a hunger for the ice. The new team cuts its teeth. Dinner is served. Welcome to the X Generation. Come and cheer on the Pens and get some great prizes and collectibles. Call today and be part of the action.
It's Scratch and Win Night. Fans get a scratch-off card with a chance to win one of 1,000 autographed Penguins items, courtesy of Advanced Auto Parts and Dick's Sporting Goods. Call for details.
The X Generation. This year, the ice will burn.
Right. Got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's great news. I appreciate it. Goodbye. Well, I've got some fantastic news.
I'm out of here.
No, it was Geico. Just saved myself a bunch of money on my car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Weeknights, it's a who's who on the best damn sports show, period. It's back! It's the clubhouse for Hollywood and Hall of Famers. Please welcome The Rock, Pamela Anderson, Chris Rock, Jesse Jackson, Cuba Gooding Jr., where anything can and will happen.
This is too good and too much fun.
Just move your hips in a circle.
That is must-see T-Busy right there.
Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Hey guys, thanks again.
No problem. Thank you.
Welcome to the Rugby Club, where you have all the action. IRB 7s, live Super 12 battles, North versus South tours, Tri-Nations, and domestic competitions from New Zealand's NPC and South Africa's Currie Cup, with analysis and education for novice and expert alike. There's never a dull moment with Max, Viz, Brownie, Ray, and special guests galore. Be a member of the club, the Rugby Club, only on Fox Sports World, America's global sports channel.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to San Jose. The Penguins right now trailing the San Jose Sharks 2-0 at the end of 2 periods of play, and the Sharks with a goal in each of the periods.
Yeah, and this one here by their captain, Patrick Marleau, is going to take a pass, and boy, did he pull the trigger quickly. Kyoto's a little bit screened on this play, Mike, but the quick release of Marleau off the goal post to the left side of Kyoto. He's upset with himself, but hey, that's a goal scorer's goal right there.
Shots on goal, San Jose with the edge now. Remember, the Penguins had the first 6 shots in this hockey game. Scoring chances pretty even. A face-off, San Jose with an edge there. And the power plays, 5 tonight for San Jose. And, of course, the Penguins within 2. At least, I mean, within range. And I think Kyoto probably is part of the reason for that. But they have a lot of work to do. Nabokov looks very sharp tonight. He's going to be a tough guy to beat.
He is. They had a slow start in the second period. They had a great start in the first period. The Penguins did. We're going to start the third period, a 4-on-4, Mike. A good situation right now. But you know the San Jose Sharks, they can fly. They can flat out fly. So you got to be careful, get through that, and then see if you can get 1 or 2 to just edge back into it.
And if there is such a thing as an advantage, it might be for the Penguins because San Jose played north in Vancouver last night. We'll see if the Penguins can exploit it. Hockey coming up in a moment.
Take a weekly look inside the Penguins through the eyes of head coach Eddie Olczyk. The Edzo Show provides an X-ray of the X Generation. Up-close features and profiles on Penguins players. The Edzo Show, brought to you by Advanced Auto Parts.
Roy Williams and the Heels face a must-win in the hostile ground of bitter rival NC State. And Duke gears up for the big dance against a dangerous Florida State team looking for a major upset. ACC Sunday Night Hoops on Fox Sports Net.
Totally NASCAR, the only source that keeps the racing fan in tune with what's happening on and around the track. With expert analysis, racing insights, and the latest reports from the winner's circle, your all-access pass to everything that is NASCAR. Totally NASCAR. Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Where Pittsburgh fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
This ain't your granddaddy's sports show.
Still the only nightly newscast dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
Play ball.
Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, after the game.
Growing up, Fred and Ernie were very close. They had to be. They were born joined at the finger. But then everything changed when Ernie became one of those bandwagon fans.
Check out my new Red Wings jersey.
You know you're gonna lose. I'll see you later. Yeah! You like that? That one? Yeah, what about that now, huh?
So while Fred has no choice but to put up with teams he doesn't care about, thankfully, you do.
Televised poker is for real. It's taken America by storm. Now, the poker series that all of Europe is talking about comes to the U.S. Introducing Late Night Poker, featuring the top players from around the globe each and every night.
This is getting personal.
It's television's only nightly poker series, and it's only on Fox Sports Net.
Where Pittsburgh fans come first. Fox Sports Net.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Well, welcome to the third period here in the Shark Tank, San Jose, California, where the Sharks hold a 2-0 lead. And last year, you can remember, Miro Lemieux picked up a pair of goals, one on the doorstep on Nabokov, another one from a sharp angle off the inside of the pad. He's looking for three, and he's that close. The big fella, 66, 47 career points, and he's changed his look. But he's still got the money. And a big full house here, the Shark Tank. They haven't been getting sellouts here. Not used to that. They probably expected the big fella to be in the lineup, at least at the start of the year when they purchased their tickets. But they found that they got a pretty good hockey team on the ice here. And very successful. They're going to be watching some Stanley Cup playoff hockey here.
Well, the coincidental minors to Landon Wilson of the Penguins. Nico Dimitrakos picks up a minor for the San Jose Sharks. So 4-on-4 wise we go. And Brooks Orpik over to Rico Fata. Fata moves inside and shoots. Good save there by Nabokov. Well, Fata's got a lot of chances here tonight.
Yeah, and he made the save on a rebound opportunity by Brooks Orpik, moving up from his defensive position on the 4-on-4.
Scott Hannon skates away from danger, throws it down the boards.
Well, they say, Mike, I agree. They say when you're not getting the chances, that's the time to worry. Rico has been getting the chances the last couple of hockey games, a lot of them tonight.
On to center where Koltsov will turn. Had a little problem with it. Good sharp pass, so ends up on the stick of Rob Scuderi. Out of the net, Nabokov blasted up the sideboards in a race for it here. Melikar and Primo, but guess who wins it? Kyoto, the Penguin goaltender.
Goalie to goalie.
Scuderi patiently, and he plays the puck nicely to Melikar. And there it goes into the Shark zone. In no hurry. Take your time in the presence there to make the play for Scuderi again.
5-on-5 now.
Penalties have expired.
Play by Folk, looks over his shoulder, gets the puck moving to an open side. This side being the left wing side for the Penguins.
What do you think of this club physically, Bobby? San Jose.
I don't think they're an overly physical hockey club. You have Harvey and you have Thornton that can throw the body around. On the blue line, you have some bigger, a couple of bigger players in Ratchy, not really known as a scrapper. You have a lot of very mobile defense back there. And I would not be surprised if they do make a move come the deadline. There's a play, goalie to goalie, Nabokov to Kyoto. Kyoto came out because it was a race for the puck. The Sharks were going to get there first.
Race out to the right of Kyoto.
So I'd say they might be a little shy, a little below the norm.
No, I just wondered your thoughts on it. It's a pretty good hockey club. I think the further it goes for them, maybe the better. Along the first couple of rounds are usually your most physical. Marlowe up the boards and Bradley takes over. When you can skate like this club can, when you get past the first couple of rounds, I think you're going to be a pretty formidable opponent against anybody because you can wear them down with the speed that they can bring. And they have to stay healthy. Everybody, I mean, that's a key thing, ingredient in playoff competition. Ramsey battling hard and then lost a couple of guys here, Ricci and McLaren. McLaren, they say, has been their best defenseman over the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, they're going to miss him, that's for sure. Another race for the puck. Sharks get to it, no ice.
Pichu trying to get the puck up to Donfus. Now Jackman takes control of him.
Looked like Choo-Choo going for that one.
Vinny Donfus. Penguins pull away. Belong Craft. Kostopoulos of the Penguins. The one thing the Penguins are in this hockey game, despite the fact that San Jose has the lead, the Penguins are really one shot away from being right back into it. That's all.
They've come back so many times this year being down. They've got behind the 8 ball so many times, Mike. We've seen them. That ability to just keep chipping away. They just haven't got over that hump.
And they'll drive teams crazy. They will. They won't go away. Onto the net. The block-off handles that. Comes Todd Harvey trying to fight through Orpik, and Orpik just stands him up. He has nowhere to go. Conversation with Mr. Baker.
Oh, good conversation. Yeah, I did a lot of fun. He's having a lot of fun here in San Jose. Now, wasn't it Solani that wore 13? Did Harvey wear 20? What did Solani wear here? 8. Number 8.
In the corner. Couldn't keep command of it, and Danny Folk pass up for Ryan Malone. In the last few games Malone has had, I would say this probably is one that he has been the least noticed so far against the Sharks. Let's give them some credit. Kind of shut them down. Nabokov gets the puck and turns a circling move and slap shot off the stick of goaltender Kyoto right back towards the net. That's going to miss the target. Just throws it to the net.
Suter that wore 20. Harvey, I think, wore 9 for a little bit. And then Adam Graves, the veteran, came over from New York and put that on. Look at that bounce. Strange bounce. You got to be aware with a goaltender back there.
Markstrom lets the puck go ahead, and Morozov lets it deflect off his stick and then goes to the bench. And comes on and turns in the slot. Blocked by Scuderi. And Scuderi in the same motion just plays it out of the zone.
The broken record you're playing right there, Mike.
I don't mind playing that one, no. And into the net.
Well, Dimitrakos had a nice little move. Spinorama around Tarnstrom at the blue line. What a move that was, Mike. Not a bad save either. The goaltender on the angle. Kyoto. Oh, how about that move, Mike? You like it?
Well, Tarnstrom, there's so many freeways out here.
101?
Pick enough.
I'll pick 101.
Ekman stopped, shooting the puck. It skipped off the post or the crossbar and went up into the net.
It certainly did. What a shot. The Sharks, you see a lot of left-handed shooters on this hockey club. 5 left-handed players on the ice right now. They're all pulling the puck to the middle of the ice. And when you pull the puck to the middle of the ice coming down the right side, you get a pretty good shooting lane. A nice angle. And boy, did he rocket that one off the crossbar. He got a lot on that old-fashioned wrist shot right there.
17,486 on hand. Here, a sellout crowd on a Friday night in San Jose. Penguins next up, an afternoon game against the Islanders. They got a full day of travel coming up all day tomorrow to New York.
Always a little bit better if you can be on a streak. Try to put 2 together. They got a long mountain to climb here, a tall mountain to climb. They're going to get 2 or 3 against the Sharks.
Davison defensively double teamed by 2 of the Penguins. Craft and Sorobi, and they do pick it free. Handing over to close off Sorobi. He's giving Sorobi fits tonight, Scott Hannon. really, he's driven him crazy. He's been in his face every place he has turned, where he looks for that little bit of open space. Hannon's had it closed off the whole night. Lead pass. And Marlowe shoots that buck and misses.
Once again, tried to use a defenseman. This time, Dan Folk is a screen there. The Penguins just ice the puck, regroup, and we'll do the same.
What are we going to do tonight? Hey, let's go clubbing.
Oh, yeah!
Get into Taco Bell for our exclusive Club Chalupa. A classic club mix of crisp bacon and marinated grilled all-white meat chicken. Spun into our very own crispy, chewy chalupa shell for fresh club taste worth sinking your teeth into. To get into Club Chalupa, you gotta think outside the bun.
See, now aren't you glad that I wanted the heated seats in all this room?
Liz, right now it's not about that or the DVD. It's about the Hemi. Power, capability, big-time towing, end of story.
Dodge Durango, the ultimate authority in winter driving.
You can handle it from here?
Thanks for the talk.
The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power. Starting under $26,600.
Weeknights, it's a who's who on the best damn sports show, period.
It's back!
It's the clubhouse for Hollywood and Hall of Famers.
Please welcome The Rock, Pamela Anderson, Chris Rock, Jesse Jackson, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Where anything can and will happen.
This is too good and too much fun.
Just move your hips in a circle.
That is must-see T-Busy right there.
Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Well, the Penguins have the Flex 10 plan. Purchase 10 tickets and use them in any combination for any games you choose. Individual tickets start at just $33 each. For those tickets, call 412-642-PENS or 1-800-642-PENS for details.
The Sharks offside, entering the Penguin zone.
That wasn't offside. I'm sitting right here on the blue line, Mike, but the Penguins will take it. The Penguins will take it. Like Primo, not too sure. He's saying to himself, how did that puck go in front of me? I know it wasn't on my stick, but it went in front of my skates. You know, who was offside?
Kyoto leaves it for Scuderi, and he moves it up to Alexei Morozov.
He's got to get skating there, get his feet going, and then look for the pass. Look for the pass first. Look at these guys skate.
Drill it in. Towards the net, deflected there, right on. And Marlowe is stopped by goaltender Kyoto.
Oh boy,
he has a nose for the net.
Skater
he
too.
Just has a nose for the net too. He really does.
Here's the star of the new Mel Gibson movie, Robert Lang. Right there, Mike. He was acquired today by the Detroit Red Wings.
Thomas Fleischman. A couple
of draft picks. The #1 draft pick.
Wow.
In 2004 next year. Well, this year, obviously, the next draft in 2006. So
that makes it even tougher on the Pens, because then you realize that they can get a thing out of it, and they get a first and a.
Oh my.
That's not
the Penguins didn't get much.
No.
Nothing. As a matter of fact, for Robert Lang.
So you see that. That really hurts.
It does. It does.
Here's Dan Folk. Folk with the puck. He shoots and scores, and the Penguins are within one. Folk shot it.
Well, that changed direction as well, Mike.
It did. I don't know what it hit, but it moved on Nabokov. Folk shot it, and the Penguins are down by 1 goal with a ton of time left.
We'll watch Koltsov and see if it was either Koltsov or Ratchey. The puck went off. I'll tell you, folks, you can't tell from that angle it changed direction, but it might have been Koltsov, and his stick was up awfully high. Let's see if we can get a better look at this one right here. There's the puck go up. No, he just whiffed it.
You know,
didn't he?
I don't know. But I think it might have hit the stick out high. Whoever came over to cover him, it may have hit that stick and then took off.
Yeah, because we're sitting here at a good angle, and initially when I saw that live, I thought right away that puck changed direction.
Well,
Nabokov, you're not going to see him miss too many like that.
I think it did, Bobby, but
something
it was
higher
than
these two people.
And not that would let Nabokov off the hook. I don't think he saw it until the very last second.
Maybe even the stick of ratchet that went under the arm.
See, right? Well,
Didn't
I
hit
don't
a
even
stick
think it
there.
did that.
Right there, it looked like it just changed a little direction. Maybe under the stick of Koltsov, the stick of ratchet that was underneath the arm. Dan Folk's going to get credit for this goal, folks.
And he doesn't know.
They're
And he
taking a
knows
look
it's
at
on
it.
the board.
Yeah, I don't. You know, we have to review every goal here that goes in the National Hockey League.
Well, apparently we do. So now the question must be, Jim Gregory, who's one of the senior supervisors around the National Hockey League, is here. The only question I think that we could have is whether or not it hit Koltsov's stick and it was above the crossbar.
Right, that's the only question.
You know, really.
Yep. That's the only question. We'll take one more look at this puck. As Danny Folk just gets the wrist shot towards the zone. Doesn't look like it hits anything there. Now right here, right there, it actually did hit the stick of Koltsov, Mike. It did hit the stick of Koltsov right there. Like I picked it up there. Did not. I don't see it there. I saw it at the another angle. It appeared. I mean, we got one angle that appears to me it just grazes the stick. And this angle, it appears like it's not going to hit it at all. But guys, show us the angle that. Yeah, you take a look back at the other angle though. It appears to me that it grazed Coles right here. And look at Koltsov's stick go up right there. Right there, just hits the shaft, just goes, changes angle just a little bit. The question is, at what point, I think.
And are you going to judge from where the stick is on his body as relative to the height of the goal itself, the crossbar? Now you tell me that's an easy decision to make. With that angle 25, 30 feet away, I don't know if it is. And it doesn't look like it there, does it?
No, it doesn't look like there's any. Doesn't look like it changed direction there from that angle at all. It really doesn't.
So the way they would settle it here to make everything
it's just like football. If they don't know, they don't know.
Well, no, and they would just say Folk gets the goal.
There you go.
They wouldn't even have a case about it. But they're going to have to make a judgment whether or not that stick, if it did touch it, was above the crossbar and from his body. I mean, everybody's different bodies. So
Come on,
they made
guys.
a decision.
Well, let's not ruin the game of hockey like they have in football. Make a decision.
The goal counts. Now, let's see who gets the goal. So it's a 2-1 hockey game. Don't go away, folks. You night owls. You stayed up this long. Might as well see the end of it. Folk unassisted. Kyoto. A lot of times here, winning hockey clubs come right back and notch one on you. See if the Penguins can withstand that. Perhaps get a tying goal here. Off the boards and back to center. 2-1. The Sharks lead. Chichu. Right back to Scotty Thornton. Thornton put it in front. It comes off Kyoto. Back to the left point. And a hard blast by Davison onto the net. Kyoto razor sharp with that left hand as he pulled it in with a paw.
My question is here as San Jose regain their focus and regroup. That timeout, to me, hurts the Penguins. I mean, they got one in there behind Nabokov. They got the momentum going, the blood juices flowing, and then next thing you know, Mike, they got to wait there for 5 minutes for a decision to be made upstairs. You know, I think that really takes something out of you.
Well, I do, Bobby, but on the other hand, what if they disallowed the goal immediately and you had no chance of winning the goal? So at least now you have a goal. I mean,
at least I
you know what
believe
I'm saying?
they made the right decision.
Yeah.
Don't think it has to take that long.
Jackman corralling the puck. And up to center. And here comes Malone. Malone's got a man going to the net. It's right. Milan Kraft, and he shoots the puck. That's going to go off the glove hand side of Nabokov. Icing. Good matchup here as Malone is out against a little different defensive crew. Backhanded behind the goal. Milan Kraft. Using Malone on the left wing on this line. Penalty coming up here. Holding the stick. Who's going to get that? Kraft. Milan Kraft is headed off. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, boy.
Penalty will come at 8:58.
Well, with 11 minutes left in this third period, Penguins are looking for a big kill.
Well, this is where I may look for Rico Fata if he's employed to kill a penalty the way he's been going tonight to maybe get a shot shorthanded.
For the Sharks, you're looking for guys, shooters. Big Ratchie, watch him crank up a one-timer. If he gets a chance, he can really fire that puck.
That puck is into the crowd over the glass. Marcos is not out here, and he's been playing a power play almost exclusively at the right point, but they've changed up here now with a 2-1 lead late in the third. Maybe not using that forward and using the two defensemen here. Ronnie Wilson will change up.
Yeah. Go on the safe side?
Yeah, could be. Mullen's going to fire it down the ice, and back to get it will be Scott Hanner.
So 1 for 5 with 8 shots on their power play tonight.
Pretty good production there. About be an average for a National Hockey League team.
I would say so. Yeah, around that 18-20% mark. Face-off will be inside. To the right of Kyoto. Been sharp again tonight, Mike. They're going to go with the sharp goaltender, the winning goaltender. Made the best of his opportunity, not only here, but in training camp as well. Put himself in front of the other goaltenders, put his name out there. That's what you have to do. And when you have a trouble with the big club like the Penguins did in goal, they say, hey, remember the way Kyoto worked in training camp? He was pretty good, and he did a pretty good job in Wilkes-Barre as well for us. Let's give him a shot.
The man's been very strong for the Penguins in the net. He's played well. Baby Pins are on a roll too down in Wilkes-Barre. Playing very well right now. Pricey runs into his own man. Here's Sturm with that good speed in front from Marlowe, and it's just behind him. Sturm again. These guys are like bread and butter right now. Sturm and Marlowe. Now Poos. Here's the jelly. In front. Pricey takes the shot and he scores. Pricey's going to get the goal. It'll be a big power play goal for the San Jose Sharks.
Well, this one goes off a Penguin defender again, I believe, Mike, off a skate. As Marlowe sets the table in front of the cage, you see the one-time blast either goes off Bradley's stick or Orpik's skate goes up into the upper portion of the net. And look at the reverse angle. Chips are right up. I think it went off Bradley's stick. Kyoto's following that puck. He's looking in front of the net to find where the traffic is. No, it went straight up over his shoulder. What a shot.
Yeah.
What a shot.
Pricey out of Colorado College.
Kyoto down low, the puck went up high.
Primo turns it back in front. So the San Jose Sharks get the goal back. 2 power play goals now for San Jose.
Well, the Penguins got their win in Phoenix the other night. They killed off 2 5-on-3s. You have to do those kind of things. They've given up 2 power play goals again tonight against the San Jose Sharks, and that may be enough.
Well, it's a difference in the hockey game right now. Yep. Those 2 out of the mix, and it's a different game. Chichu got it to the Penguins line.
Let's start looking for the Penguin defense. Start forcing the issue. And they have to give something up on the backside to get aggressive on the offensive side of the game.
Scuderi looking. San Jose, that lone man up front here. What are they in a 1-4 here now?
We're playing the 1-2-2. Yeah, 1-4. 1-2-2, either way you want to look at it. 1 forward up high, 2 at the blue line, and then 2 defense behind them at the red line. That's the safe side of hockey, folks. That's playing for the win.
Belikar shot save, rebound. The Cyclist just missed putting that in.
Look at that backside pursuit by Malone to keep the puck in for the Penguins.
After it is Kraft, takes the puck, and he's going to flip it all the way to the Penguins' net. Kyoto sets the table up here for Brooks Orpik. 3-1. The Sharks lead, and that's called back on a 2-line offside pass. We'll be back.
At a time, choose from not one, not two, not three, but 4 different 6-inch Subway subs made just the way you like for only $1.99. Get your choice of a 6-inch meatball, Cold Cut Trio, Veggie Delight, or Honey Mustard Ham for only $1.99 at Subway restaurants.
With 0.9 60-month financing or $1,500 cash back, there's never been a better time to take a look at the powerful, stylish 2004 Nissan Altima. Wow! With 0.9 60-month financing or $1,500 cash back, the Altima's never been more attractive. Only during Nissan's President's Day sales event.
There is a hunger for the ice. The new team cuts its teeth. Dinner is served. Welcome to the X Generation. Be part of the action with the Penguins special ticket packages. Call today and help cheer on the Penguins.
Get great sea-level seats for your group of 20 or more for only $30. Call 412-642-PENS today for details.
The X Generation. This year, the ice will burn.
Introducing Subway's new Atkins-friendly turkey and bacon melt wrap. With under 11 net carbs, it won't make up for those sick days you spent on the golf course, but it will help make up for your recent high-carb hijinks. Subway, good, so you don't always have to be.
Up next for the Penguins, they will be playing the New York Islanders. That game will not be on Fox Sports Net. It'll be nationally covered. And we'll move over to radio with Paul Steigerwald and Phil Borg, who are to our immediate right. And I'm assuming a PST might be coming up immediately following this game. Am I correct? Let me double check. I have to find out.
Check your itinerary.
Find out from our ace producer.
It is.
It is.
Immediately after the game.
Who's on?
Trenny, Pat Parrish, Trenny Kuznarek. Steelers cut 2 veterans, by the way. You can check out that. Pirates third base, Chris Steins, and some WPIAL championship highlights. You like it?
Good. Love it.
I like it too.
Handed to relay the puck up and out. Centered in front. Here's Malone with a big chance here against Nabokov, and he makes a key save, preventing Malone from registering his 20th goal of the year.
Malone with a smile on his face in disbelief right now as Nabokov. This is a bang-bang play. You're either there or you're not. What a play by the Penguins to go down low. Kostopoulos finds the open man, Ryan Malone. Look at Malone. He's between 3 defenders. He's able to get his stick loose just for that split second. What a feed on the backhand. And last night, Kostopoulos fed a backhand pass to Malone, sent him in on a breakaway 2 nights ago against Phoenix, Mike. And he found him there the same kind of way.
Here's Sturm charging ahead of the Penguins end. Pulls up, gets the puck again. A slapper, and Keel will get a piece of it. Rico Fata motoring down that right wing. Pulls up, changes speed, and shoots that one off the blocker of Nabokov.
That thing looked like it hit the net after it went on the glass. They're going to keep the puck in play. No whistle.
Between the circles. And Dan Polk, who has been the lone goal getter for the Penguins here tonight. Pass to Fata, who will pull up now inside the Sharks blue line. A slapper. That's off a leg. And Marlowe just rolls it up into the Penguin zone to kill the clock and allow the Sharks to make a change. Markstrom urgently playing the puck hurriedly into the Shark zone. Kraft behind the net with 6.5 to go. And a 3-1 San Jose lead.
The Sharks here, they're able to get the puck out and down without icing it. That's a big key for them, keeping the clock moving and not allowing the Penguins to get that offensive face-off set up. It's won them their only game in the last 19.
Nabokov trying to go to 5-1 against the Penguins lifetime.
No ice again, Mike. Thornton just lost it gingerly over the shoulder of the Penguin defenseman.
Well played. Velikar in, trying to get possession of the puck. Early unable to clear. Held in by Alan McCauley, a slapper. Now loose puck in front, and it's directed in on the shot from in front of the net by the San Jose Sharks. Corley up.
Well, a big fat rebound here. A couple of players, 14 and a 94. and 94 is able to chip it, sweep the puck. In actuality, he just tried to sweep the puck on the net and caught the top portion of that wide blade, Mike, and it just went up and bobbled in the air over the fallen goaltender, Kyoto. You were bang on, Mikey. I originally thought that possibly it was Chichu who got knocked down in front of the cage, but the left-handed shooting man.
Corliuk notches his 10th of the year. And it is a 4-1 San Jose lead. So they've opened it up here in the third. They were up 2-0, now a 4-1 advantage.
They have 7 players right now in their lineup with 10-plus goals. Much balance.
Here comes Ekman now on towards the net. Almost put in the net by Rick Jackman, the Penguin defenseman. Eastwood leaves it for Kelly Buckford. So much for the third period woes for the Sharks coming back off the game last night in Vancouver. And that's to the net, Nabokov, but he has played well too here in the third. He really has.
Hurry to the Dodge President's Celebration event. You only have till March 1st to grab 0+ on Dodge Caravan. That's 0% financing plus a $3,000 cash allowance. Plus, get an additional $500 President's Celebration bonus for a total of up to $3,500 in cash allowances. You'll even get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. So hop into America's best-selling minivan with deals that would make our forefathers proud. Hurry to your Dodge dealer because the Dodge President's Celebration event ends March 1st.
Don't say no bad words, cause you ain't no puppet shout. Always use good manners when you're eating a sloppy jow. Yeah, go on and on and on and on.
Mr. Jiggyfly, I have good news.
You enjoyed it then?
No, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The Subaru All-Wheel Drive Away event at Bill Gray Subaru, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Push, pull, tow, or drive your trade into Bill Gray Subaru and get at least $5,000 trade, discount, and incentive from the MSRP on any Legacy Outback in stock. That's right, $5,000 minimum trade on any Outback in stock. Bill Gray Subaru, West Liberty Avenue, Dormont.
Time for a late night goal brought to you by Wendy's. Big Dan Folk, all 6'4.5" of them, lofts the puck in. They took a look to see if it was a high stick. It was deemed to be a goal by Folk. That one made it 2-1, Mike. Since then, the Sharks have put 2 on the board, 4-1 with 5 minutes left in the clock.
Really not helping the Penguins' cause here coming in the third. They scored on the power play and now have added yet another one, and it's still 4-1.
Yeah, Chichu and McCauley are going to get the assists on that fourth Shark goal. Chichu got knocked down in front of the net. Got a piece of it as it was fired in by McCauley.
Bring Malone off, and now East was waved out.
He's waved out. Penguins had a set face-off here with Folk up. Only one man back, Karnstrom.
They won it anyway, cleanly. Karnstrom shooting the puck. Blocked in front by Brad Stewart, who had the opening goal this hockey game. Primo scooting in. Plays a nice puck over to the Penguins' Tommy Kostopoulos.
Got mixed up. I mean, you know, a year earlier that would have been a good play.
Yes, it would have. Here's Kostopoulos behind the net.
Boy, DB
held on
out
to.
there.
Yeah. Center for Scuderi. Still loose in front. Grabbed by Marco Sturm. Well, we wish the best. Wayne Primo was always very cooperative and did a lot of things with us in the city of Pittsburgh, and that's greatly appreciated. Players come and go from all aspects of teams.
Well, there he is.
Getting a little work done there. Yeah. How about that? He's knocking the socks off his big brother this year. I love it.
Yeah, they just told him he's got to go in for a couple of stitches. And he's not happy. You can see the look on his face right there. He doesn't want to go off with 4 minutes on the clock. You never know. The Penguins are going to pull their goalie and you got a big wide open net. You might get put on for it. You never know, Mike.
Stay ahead of Big Brother.
Yeah. They all count.
Go Fata. He centers and it went right by Landon Wilson. Retreating behind his own net for the Pens. Some late ice time here for the Pens.
He's got good size, Landon Wilson. 220 pounds.
Now back into Sharks ice. 3.5 minutes to go in regulation. I'll tell you one thing. 17,400 here, and I'll bet you 17,000 are still here. A lot of people staying around.
Yeah. Good crowd here, that's for sure. Watch their team, it appears, sail to victory. Looking for home ice, and that's quite an advantage if the Sharks can do that, finish in the top 4 in the Western Conference, get that home ice, because boy, does it get loud in this building come playoff time.
Raff's going to poke it in. Nabokov is able to put it 9-iron style up into the Penguin zone. Ollie with a little turning move. Corley going to the net but couldn't get it through to him.
Not so soon.
Matt Bradley of the Penguins. Nobody could field it. At center ice, the Sharks get the puck, and as they touch it, a 2-line pass against the San Jose Sharks.
Well, let's look at the Western Conference standings. We can add 2 to the Sharks after tonight. We'll give them 79, and the cutoff right there you look at would be 79 for home ice advantage. Dallas is in the 5th slot at 73, so they're pretty comfy up in there right now, Mike.
Just so people know, if you win the division, you finish 3rd no matter what.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, you're going to fight here right now.
Points. It's going to be Mark Smith going to go here with Tommy Kostopoulos. Smith and Kostopoulos going toe-to-toe. Kostopoulos, as the jersey pulled up, Smith coming back for more. Now he tries with the left.
No, he got a little bit more. You don't usually see that in a 4-1 game this late. Nonetheless, a spirited battle by both combatants, Smith and Tommy Kostopoulos. We've come to notice that from Tommy Kostopoulos. I don't know if that's as much a part of Smith's game or not. Mark Smith in 25 games now with 49 penalty minutes.
That'd be considered to be. Yeah.
I would say anytime you're over,
2 to 1.
Yeah, 2 to 1 for sure. Give you 150. After the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, join Trenny and Pat Paris in the studio. Steelers got 2 veterans. The Pirates third baseman Chris Stein. We'll talk about him and the WPIL championship highlights. Stay tuned immediately after the game.
Mark Smith just trying to get a little notoriety for eyebrow. That's all. There's an icing call against San Jose. This Mark Smith, if I remember correctly, plays a guitar and plays and writes music and plays in a band and does a lot of things musically.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I like those kind of people.
You know, they say, though, you must be, I mean, you're musically inclined, I think. I know you like music, and probably why you're good at math. That's what they say. They go hand in hand.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I did not. I know I like both.
You ever listen to Sean Burke play the guitar?
Yeah, Burke, he plays. Yeah. There's a lot of players around that play instruments that people don't know about. I mean, Kobe played the sax and taught himself how to play the saxophone. A lot of guys are musically inclined and grew up playing instruments.
Oh, you speak about horns. Look at that horn.
I'll tell him you said that.
One of the finest.
I'll tell him that. He is. I know him.
Hunt's a great man.
Yes.
Great man. And the other one, Robbie Zettler. Zettler, a captain for the Sharks before I got there. Rob Zettler coming back to town and moved back into his house. That's appreciated tenfold since he first bought it. Look at that bounce.
Puck, here's Kraft. Empty net goal by Kraft. The goaltender wasn't out, but he might as well have been. The Penguins get a late goal here by Milan Kraft, and that one almost didn't get there.
Well, you talk about the partitions that they have here in the Shark Tank. And it takes a strange bounce right there as the puck goes around the wall. Matt Murley fires it around the wall. Nabokov tries to play it behind the net. And boy, look at that bounce. Milan Kraft takes advantage of it.
It just seemed like it took forever to get in the net.
It did. Not that easy, folks, to put it in net like that with things going on. The goaltender scrambling back, the puck coming across your body. Kraft put it in a good spot.
So the Penguins get a late goal here. Now you've got to think about Kyoto coming off here, down by 2.
He'll be coming. He gets a chance. Say Eddie Olczyk, about $1.20. Oh, actually, he's coming right now.
There he goes. Falling down is Ryan Malone. Got the puck into the zone. Fighting forward is Morozov. Morozov is going to turn. He'll look. Back to Koltsov. Extra attacker is on. In front of the net, Malone. It goes now to Eastwood. And Eastwood trying to shoot it.
Sure, without a stick now.
From the right point. Shot's going to deflect. Karsten with a goal. Looks like a stop by Nabokov. To the left point, Koltsov hurries to the loose puck. Keeps it in for a moment. Marlowe trying to ramble and get up ice. On his backside, he clears the puck to center.
Oh, great play there. Now the Sharks, desperation. The Penguins looking for a face-off right now. Nabokov might go for the empty net.
And Nabokov with the puck off the glass, and down the ice it goes.
Rico Fata maybe a little too quick to get back to that puck with no icing.
Here comes Dan Polk. Loses it to Scott Thornton. Thornton will turn. Who's going to find the puck? Malone does. Beat it ahead for Rico Fata towards a goal. Came towards Nabokov. I'm not sure if he touched that puck or not, but it didn't go in the net. 20 seconds to go. Sharks clear to center. Polk over to Brooks Orpik, the Penguin defenseman, and down in behind the net it goes. Everybody wants Nabokov to shoot it. Quick shot, save made, rebound. Who's going to get it? Evgeny Nabokov has the puck, and he has himself another win. 5.8 seconds left in regulation. Well, the Penguins were firing everything and the kitchen sink. You'll see Hannon make a play here. I'm not sure if it was going to be in the net or not, but he's been terrific tonight. Scott Hannon. The Penguins have called a timeout with 5.8 left. They're going to take another run at it, at least to try and get one more. This is a little unusual, but the Pens are not going to quit here, going right down to the very end. Well, Eddie's become the master of designing plays. And of course, part of the design the other night, the game in overtime that the Penguins did win against Phoenix, involving the defenseman. He had set that play up, and Jackman ended up with a winning goal. So he's trying something else. This time he has only 5.8 left. Kyoto stands at the bench. Fata gets the call on the assignment here in the left wing circle. And the puck kick that comes to Jackman. A slapper took off. It hit Ekman's stick and goes into the nest now with 0.7 seconds left. That's it. So we will have one more faceoff. And then we'll tell you we'll be in New York on Sunday. That'll be our next game. Not television-wise, though. At least not for Fox Sports Net. They'll just touch the puck, and that'll do it. McCauley and Fata. Goodness. The referee apparently wants to put more time back up from the clock. Or takes them off. Well, they got it up to 13 seconds. Just everybody, they go saying, just hold on, boys. Well, he saw something. He gives the Penguins an extra chance here. 1.3 seconds. Holly wins the faceoff. And the foghorn hits the HP Pavilion. San Jose a winner tonight as they defeat the Pittsburgh Penguins by the score of 4-2. Pittsburgh Sports Tonight is up next. Let's go to the studio.